What's up, interweb? You already know who I am, 100. I rep that intro media gaming. What's going on with everybody, man? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. You're getting your gaming on, getting gaming on with your lady, your significant other, whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying, in the building. Let me do one thing real quick before I start talking. Retry. Let me get everything together. Like I said, man, if you missed GRG last Friday, it was epic. It was our 100th episode. You need to go check it out on K Maker's channel, 405. He's live from the 405. Check it out on his channel. Um, go check out the Heroic Vibration podcast. Last week it was epic. They had a spoiler review about the end game, the Avengers end game. So it's about to be real in the end game. Y'all hang on for 1 second. Oh man, some damn spam call. Dealing with the speaks in. Now, let me see. I'm trying to go on my feed before I start going in. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I can't go back. I don't know. I just look at the live chat and see what's going on. Hope I'm sounding all right. But like I said, go check out GRG. Go check out the Horizon Racing podcast. Yes, we will be at E3 Live. You know what I'm saying? In charge. Showing you the lights. Once again, Hunting is the host with the most. And we're gonna do it big as much as we can and how we can. So that's what we gonna do. So shout out to my man Thomas Franks out there. They be putting in that good work for us. He's a good friend of GRG and Intro Media Gaming, man. Shouts out to him. I need to go follow his channel on Mixer. Go follow him on Twitter. You know, good supporter, good dude. How what y'all need to do. Um, let me see. I don't want to cut on no camera because I can't see nothing on my phone. I don't know what's going on. I know Twitter ain't take that off. I mean, YouTube ain't. Let me clean the app out. Let me clean my whole app drawers out. Go back to it. Because usually I can see myself and see what's going on. Let me check it again. Because I don't know if I'm. Yeah, it got me live. Okay, now I get to see it. That's the problem. Alright, I'm back. That was the problem. I had to refresh my feed zone and kill off all the apps. All right, so let's go with this first story. We got the first story. The first story: PlayStation 4 finally is going to get EA access. Uh, it took them long enough. It took them long enough to get EA access. Uh, but I still don't see. I don't know if they're gonna support it like how we support it. We support EA access. Um, don't know if it was a time exclusive. We don't know. I don't care. I use EA Access because I play Madden, so I get to play Madden 10 hours early, and I get a discount for buying. So instead of paying 60, I pay 53.99. Yes, I will be playing Madden at EA Play this year. I secured a little session. I got a little 5:30. I think 5:30 Saturday of EA Play. I don't know what day it is. I know it's Saturday of E3. And I'll be getting down off of that on that EA Play. On that Madden. I'll be if y'all got some Madden players and you got that Xbox, come hit me up, man. I'm being a party. So get down. Me, Triple Cup, Chuck, even Young Chaos. Even Lemon, y'all know him as 108 Dragons, try to get in there until he rage quits like he did last night. You know what I'm saying? So, Sony said this is wasn't an option for their players. It wasn't a good investment, but I guess Sony had to roll, had to fold them, and they be get. I don't know if they're going to get EA access like we get it. It's different on the PC because they got EA Origin, and they get certain games. We got a bunch of games that they got in the vault. So to me, $20. What's that? It's 20, $30. Yeah, I don't know. It's automatically come on my account. I use it. The dead spaces are in there in the EA accesses. You can go back playing the old Maddens. Uh, Shoot, there's a lot of EA games in there. The Battlefronts is in there. What else is in there off the top of my head? I'm off here off this carrot juice, pineapple, and vodka. Yes, I drink healthy and I eat healthy. Um, Damn, what else is in that bad boy? Plants vs Zombies is in that bad boy. Both Pagels in that. Yeah, I play Pagel. Me and the kids play Pagel. We had war. We was actually betting online playing Pagel. You know what I'm saying? For a player multiplayer, man. Yeah, I played it. I ain't gonna lie, play Pagel. So yeah, they got the EA access. So they get it in July. I saw somebody tweet to them. Can they use matter? I forgot who says it. Can they use their same EA access and use it on PlayStation? And EA didn't want to confirm or deny it or whatever. They said they'll let you know at a later date. So they're supposed to get it in July. So that's after E3. That you probably was gonna get that announcement on Thursday at that state of going to sleep. That show that rips off from Nintendo. I think they call it state. Was that play state of play? That's a movie. Why they take a movie thing? I don't know. Them motherfuckers is stupid. Fuck them. Man, ain't nothing original about state of play. Play or play, wherever it's going. I'm gonna actually, if I ain't gotta go to the office, I will be watching it, and I'm gonna clown right after it. I might just go live from my phone watching it, clowning it. I heard it's supposed to be what 10, 15 minutes. So it is what it is, you know. So yeah, they finally get EA access to greatness that we already been having for a very, very, very long time. So let's get what else happened today. Let's get what I said this. My man Heba has said this. A lot of guys in the Xbox community has said this. Some has not said it. Some of them don't know business. Has said this. Um, oh, Ubisoft just sent me an email. Okay, I'll check that out in a minute. Trying to go into the Ubisoft event at E3. Uh, See, I'm over here making plans. I see, ain't bullshit. I ain't that YouTuber that hide behind the screen. Don't try to go to things. No, I'm here. I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? I walk in a higher path. He don't he ain't on point. He lost. He's a lost soul. He a lost soul. So what I was going. So I've been saying this. Like I said, he bought a lot of my brothering over at Xbox has been saying this about what happened with Scalebound, and people blame the hell out of Phil and Microsoft, and they couldn't forgive them. They was treating Phil and them and Microsoft like in the Xbox division like they cheated on them. You know what I'm saying? Like their girlfriend or boyfriend cheated on them. That's how they was chilling Phil. And it had to, I'm gonna put it this way, it probably was hard as hell for Microsoft to push that button and say, can't do this no more. This is a bad I want to work with you. We can't do this anymore. Because you promise us a game and you're concentrating on other games. Ain't mad at you get your money, but you ain't gonna use our money to back them up or make sure their game is on point when you promise us our game. I'm being real. I just got to keep it real. I'm just keeping it real. So, um, I'm going to chat in a minute. I'm gonna rip y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some tear gas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you somebody they call me, AKA Agent Orange. So, so Phil, had to pull. I believe Phil wanted to pull that project maybe 6 months before they pulled it. But you see, when they pulled it, they didn't go talk bad about Platinum Games. Didn't do it at all. They just said that they're discontinuing the game at this time, and they're going to let bygones be bygones. Whatever money that y'all had left, you don't have to give some of it back. You don't have to give some residuals. They did it in the background. They did it in the background, and that's what they did. They handled it. You know what I'm saying? Like a gentleman and a scholar. Now, if that was Bomber in the other regime, oh, they probably would have ripped him a new asshole. Not going to lie. But guess what Bomber at? Owning the Clippers. They paid Bomber to leave. They paid him to leave. He still get a check right now. He still sits on the board. He makes money and don't have to show up for the office for the rest of his life because they wanted him to leave. Oh man, let me go send my man Ghost, man. My man Ghost with the most. I'm finna send you one right now, Ghost. Give me 2 seconds. Uh, give me 2 seconds, Ghost. Uh, ooh, I got to go get it from here. Let's copy. I'm gonna get my man Ghost right at 7:30. Y'all go check out his channel. You know what I'm saying? He be giving that free smoke too. To y'all bum ass. You watching this Sandman, so shut up. Bum. Uh-huh. I told you they call me AKA Agent Orange. Uh, hey Ghost, I'm gonna send it in the X body in chat. And let me know if you got it. If you don't, I'll send it to you direct. So like I was saying, people want to blame Microsoft. Oh, there you go.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Look at my man Ghost Rider,
Yo,
7:30.
first and foremost, what's up, Hunted? What's goody,
What's
bro?
go? What's going? What's good, man?
Yeah, I'm listening to the you do the podcast, and I see Sandman talking mad shit on the comment section. I'm like, what? Oh
Oh
man,
yeah,
yeah. You say you
I'll
about to
bring
give him
him
that
out.
free smoke? I know.
Yeah, I did. I'll bring it. I, you know, saying this is one of my days off. No, I told you. I be trying to preach to them, man. They don't be listening. You know what I'm saying? They jumping up and down for EA access that we didn't have for up 10 years.
Yeah, we had that for a while. Yeah, access.
You
That's
know.
been with us since almost you could say the launch, right? Basically a little bit after
Yeah.
launch. We got that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And people don't
That's
nobody want that.
yeah. We had. They ain't want that though. They ain't want that. They were saying that was trash. Remember?
Uh-huh. Yep. Sony came out and said they didn't want it.
I mean, yeah, Sony did say they didn't want that because I think what they had, they actually had, was it, oh man, what's the name of that shit that they have?
What that PlayStation now?
Yeah, PlayStation Now, actually.
That's not a cash cow.
Now it's PlayStation Now is the shit. You feel me? But I don't know, honey, man. We've been here since the beginning, bro. Like we've been taking grenades. They said it was
Yeah,
trash, EA Access, and they actually loving it. I don't know what's up with that, man. Like,
man.
what you think about that, man?
My thing is you better go. You said you didn't want EA access because you was trying to push PlayStation now. But then
Mm-hmm.
I saw them say last week. Oh, they have 700,000 active members. You have over 100 million consoles sold. If I'm an investor, that is not good. It's not good analytics.
I mean, yeah, I remember Titanfall
Yeah,
wasn't no good. Remember that?
yeah.
Titanfall, because EA Access, you could get a lot of the games early, like a couple of days early and stuff like that. That's cool.
Uh huh.
That's something that was different. Like you getting the newer games a little earlier than everybody else.
Uh
So
huh.
that was dope. That's a value right there in itself. But when you get fanboys, bro, that was hating on us since the beginning, like and now they happy for this, bro. Like this got me smiling right now. Like them motherfuckers should get the mails, bro. We need to hand out the mails.
All right. And shout out to my man Dirk Grigg. He said, "Oh yeah, they won't get the backwards compatibility games because PlayStation 4 don't do backwards compatibility."
I mean, now that you brought that up, Dirt, honey, let's keep it real. Like backwards compatibility is trash right now to them because they don't have that. You understand? Now there's gonna be forward and backwards on the PlayStation 5, possibly. Now that shit when PlayStation 5 come out, backwards compat is the shit. You feel me? Like that that's not cool, bro. You can't say it's trash now, but when you get it, say it's dope. Like that's not fair. That's what I don't like about that. Like the goalpost always moves. It's gotta go their way, bro. And I'm not the Xbot dude that does that. I'm not kissing those PlayStation dudes' ass. I'm not following PlayStation dudes like that, bro. I'm sorry to say, that's not me. I've been taking my W's really, but they was giving me L's when we first started our YouTube channels. When we was really right, when we had the games, they was talking about fucking. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we got the power narrative. They pushed that shit. The media pushed it, and it's like we really was winning on 100. Now that we got the power, now it's not about the power. You feel me? Now it's about the games, and now it's like, you know what kills me? All right, I just want to. Can I just say something?
Oh
I'm,
no, you
I'm,
go
I'm
say
gonna
what you
just
gotta
speak
say,
my
man.
mind.
You free, you free, you
The
free.
thing I don't understand about this YouTube community is, all right, I understand you debate and everything, you do things, but why is the goalpost always moved? Like when Microsoft first started, we had the games. They pushed a lot of indies, and they was talking about power. When they had a drought at one time. We was getting our exclusives. They had a little exclusives, but we had the better exclusives. When we get a drought, they bash the shit out of us. I mean, God of War came out. They got their God of War late, and their Spider-Man late in the generation. We almost here in the next, the next cycle of going into the next generation. Well, we in 2019 going on 2000, not on 2020. That's when they trying to say maybe the next consoles might come out. Now think about this. They bust their low 2018. They in another fucking drought. What do they have to show now? They ain't showing no games, but Days Gone right now, bro. Nobody knows if that game, the Samurai game, is gonna come out. Nobody knows if Last of Us 2 gonna come out. None of that. Those could, for all we know, bro, those could be PlayStation 5 games, bro. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like that's the only thing that bothers me. Like, yeah, they showed these games far out. They OD showed them far out. We're finally getting games. Another Gears of War, another Ori. We starting to get games, but where's their games at, bro? And they say, "Oh, Microsoft don't have no games." Okay, all right, we don't have the games, but where the fuck is your games? I don't see PlayStation showing no PlayStation 5 games right now, bro. Everybody
Nah.
putting out Microsoft throat, my dude, and it's bullshit. I see it as it's bullshit because where's the games at? Where's the games at? We got fucking games coming. You got to give these studios time to produce these games. I don't see PlayStation showing their studios producing games because they ain't got no fucking games right now, bro. They would have been
Nah.
show these games. That's why they're not going to E3.
Mm,
You got to think about that, man. Like, look, think about it. The game right now by Ninja Theory. All right, we all know, I hate fucking leaks, but we all know there's another game that Microsoft might be showing of Ninja Theory. They might be ours, right? I'm not worried about that game because that game was worked on, I think, about like almost 6 years by Ninja Theory. I'm worried. The game I'm hyped for is the game that they're gonna build right after that nobody knows about. That they really now Microsoft got them now. They really putting their blood, sweat, and tears for because this game right here they was building. You understand? We had the game with the girl from Ninja Theory that they thought it wasn't coming to our console, and it's in our console now. You know what I mean? Like the shit is crazy. I'm not worried about their new game. I want to see the following game coming. What this company can do.
Well,
You
when
understand?
necessary, with necessary told when everybody said when Microsoft got them, when they said Microsoft acquired them, um, they were saying that they had games and stuff that they made like Heavenly Sword and stuff, but they didn't own IP. They didn't own nothing.
You're dirt
You know
gritty.
what I'm
Hold my dick. Get
saying?
it out your mouth. But anyway, what's up?
I don't think he. No, I don't even think he talking about somebody in the chat.
Well, I thought he was talking to me because he's like,
Nah, I think somebody in the chat.
your mouth
Nah,
full,
he's an
bro.
Xbox dude.
Oh, I ain't know that, man.
No.
That's my fault, man.
Mm-mm.
I'm just
Mm-mm.
mad at the situation, bro. Like when I see comment section, we get always hated on. We never get props, bro. We've been saying this shit since the beginning, honey. Like we've been taking L's when we really had dubs, bro. That shit just get me tight, bro. Like nothing, the media ain't calling this shit out, bro. Like this is bullshit. I understand when Microsoft make a mistake, they get at Microsoft, bro. But when Sony does mistakes and it's biased, like you don't see no really Sony PlayStation YouTuber, bro, talking about the shit. Nothing at all. They always find an excuse to 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 look over that shit. They got nothing to show for E3. They not showing their studio games at all. What is Sony making? Think about that. Why is
Well,
it
they
gotta
saying
be
it.
on
They
Microsoft?
they're making
What
they making a
are they making?
they making a PlayStation 5 so it could be 8K, and they can't do 4K right now. So
That's
yeah,
what bugs me out. And that's why I said Mark Cerny's a liar, bro. This dude is the same guy where they came on talking about
you went out, Ghost.
oh
There you go. Yeah,
100.
there you go. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear you now. Man.
Mashima blew the dude up when he first came out showing the PlayStation 4 Pro. When he was like, "Yo, these games is in 4K." He showed Spider Man. He showed all these games, and they wasn't even in 4K, bruh. But he was lying to the consumers right in their fucking face. But they swallowed it up, and they made YouTube videos about this, bro. And Mashima the next day or whatever, that same freaking day was pulling their card, bro. You can watch it yourself.
Just like Days Gone. That's the recent game. Days Gone. It's the recent game. It's not what they showed at 2016. Now I watched a pro PlayStation guy that keep it a buck, and he said this is not what I saw in 2016. And he playing the same map or whatever, the same gameplay that they played. He's showing what's missing and what's not missing. And I'm talking about he's straight up PlayStation guy. I can respect that guy.
I respect dudes like that.
Yeah, I can respect you. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying no, this is not what they promised us. And now I can see why some reviewers felt mad because they promised you all this and that. But it's like it's not a bad game. So, but it's like everybody says it's not a bad game, but they hyped it up where you thought you was gonna see all these zombies.
Yeah.
What's the zombie game that we got? Dead Rising. They thought you was gonna get all them type of zombies.
In World War Z, when all the
Mm-hmm.
zombies flood you and stuff, which reminds a lot of people of how you
Left for Dead.
Left for Dead. Definitely the same
Right.
thing, bro. That that's the thing that you see what PlayStation got. They say greatness awaits. Everybody waiting for it, but did you really see that game really get hit hard? No.
Hmm.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like they overpromised that. It didn't come out, but yeah, people gonna buy it because when you starving and you ain't really got no games like that on a console, they haven't had a game for a while. They gonna do something about that. You know, they gonna get it. But like they bought the game, probably that shit is probably gonna sell good. You're 100, probably is.
Yeah,
But
people ran off the hype. It was the
yeah,
hype machine.
but you gotta understand when they show the zombies running crazy. Remember when you take a bullet shot and you hit somebody in the foot and the dude drops?
Yeah.
like now it's preserving bullets. I remember you could shoot. They showing bullets flying like water. But you know, like at the end of the day, like we had State of Decay. It got bashed, bro. That was a great zombie
Look,
game.
and look how many people still playing State of Decay. Look how
Yeah,
many modes they keep on at. They ain't gave up on State. Think, oh, State of Decay is trash. A lot of you guys is calling it trash ain't even played it. Now I had one dude came at me. Was like, well, I don't want to play it because I don't want to do the manager of managing my community and all that other stuff. Um, that is your fault. That is
yeah,
what State of Decay is. You know what I'm saying? It's an open world, big game. Got all type of. Not, a lot of these stuff is not scripted. I've been I played State of Decay. I think I was playing the game. It was one night I was playing State of Decay, and I heard on the radio these girls like, "We need help." You know me as a gentleman and the scholar that I am. My handsome self want to go run after them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Think I'm gonna try to recruit them, try to say the hoes. I pop up, these hoes blast on me.
yeah,
I have to air them out. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of experience you got. People sitting there, well, it looks so cartoon. Say the K always looked at cartoony. It always looked at that way. So I don't see your funk about it. I don't even know why you even mad. What State of Decay look like? Think about people are still playing State of Decay. I mean, people still playing God of War.
people take this narrative like when they got God of War, they OD beast. You understand? God of War is a great looking game, but to try to say Gears of War 4 is not up there with God of War graphics, you fucking bugging. God of War graphics is dope. It's a God of War game. It's fire. But Gears of War on the Xbox is fire, bro. The graphics on that. To try to downplay that and try to say none on Xbox could give it competition, you're bullshitting. You're lying, bro.
Hang on. Gears of War, Gears of War 4. If you have an Xbox X, it says on the back of this, on the bottom of the title, what it says. It said Xbox One Enhanced. It runs 60 frames per second at native 4K. God of War do not do that.
There you go.
I'm just keeping it real.
Yo,
It
this
does not do that. Now I'm not saying God of War don't look good. Not saying Days Gone don't do good. But they don't. What Sony game that made by a Sony studio, not a third party studio, a Sony studio that runs 4K, 60 frames per second. Even Halo 5. Remember they was getting mad at Halo 5?
yeah.
Halo 5 runs at 60 and 4K native now. The Master Chief Collection runs at 60, 4K native now. The
That
Forza Motorsports always ran at 40, at 4K 60.
that's we like even with the I ain't gonna lie. Even with the old fat Xbox, a lot of our games was running doing it might have had a low resolution, but doing 60 frames. You
But you
understand?
know
Their
what?
console was 1080p, but it wasn't pushing 60 frames. It was 1080p
Oh,
30. You understand? Like,
but what they was doing? Remember, remember when Gears of War 5, I mean when Halo 5 came out, and they said it was doing dynamic scaling. Oh, look at that trash box. But when their games start doing it, it's okay. Like you say, the goalpost gets pushed forward and backwards and side to side. We don't get a fair hand.
exactly. That's not. It's not cool. It's not cool when the goalpost always gets moved, man. It's like, why? Like, cause you know you ain't got nothing to do, so you know you're gonna lose that subject. So you always try to switch it to something when you got the upper hand. Like, and I feel like that's not cool. That's not right. You understand? Like, and these dudes stick together, man.
Yeah, they run up when they down. The first thing they run to is MPDs.
hmm It's the same routine, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
already knew it. Watch when it
Or
comes.
Metacritic.
Yep, Metacritic is the number one thing they're gonna go to, and sales. We already know that, so I wouldn't debate somebody on that. Like you got it. The sales, of course. If you got 100, like I said when I first started my YouTube thing, and this is common sense. I'm gonna do it the hood way. If you got 100 drug blocks and I got 50 drug blocks, who's gonna sell more?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, the 100 drug blocks is gonna sell. That's common sense. That's 100 territories, or they in way more territories than Microsoft. That's for one. So they're gonna sell regardless. They in way more territories. So that's neither here or there. But what I'm trying to say in short words is the goalpost always gets moved, bro. Now, when we start getting the games, what is the excuse? Now you see for PlayStation 5, they said upscaling games wasn't cool until their 4K is upscaling, like you just said a little while ago. Now, 8K, if they upscaling, so now all these PlayStation dudes is talking about power. So now if you upscaling the 8K, that's dope. Think about that. I thought they wasn't for the upscaling, it was trash.
No.
But now when it's their console, if it can upscale the 8K, what? That's the you know what I mean, honey? Like it's upscaling's the shit now. Our exclusive game got bashed for upscaling, bruh. Quantum Break got bashed. Got yo
Mm-hmm.
before it even hit, it was getting demolished. The media, the ponies on Twitter, everything. Oh, look at this! But it was a beautiful looking game. That was a dope looking game. You got the it looked like the real actor. Th- those characters looked like the actor, man. You don't remember that?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Man, I remember, but see, they don't. Man,
They
that
talking about
game.
God of War graphics. Look at those graphics. That was looking like the actor. It was looking like the actor, bro. Like, come on, bro. God of War is great, but come on, man.
No, that game plays great. Uh, does great things. I don't know. I don't understand that game does stuff that I ain't saw no game do in a long time. How you stop in time? What they
Yeah,
showed at
that was dope.
E3, how you move the glass. Yeah, you do it. You moving the glass. You moving objects. You bringing people out of a stutter. To me, that's innovative.
Yeah,
God of War ain't innovative to me. It's a hack and slash. It just looks good. Spider Man, Spider Man is Spider Man. Ain't nothing innovative about Spider Man.
Spider Man's always been Spider Man, bro. Spider Man games always been cool. Like everybody's gonna get. I just Spider. If you're a Marvel guy and you like those characters, bro, you're gonna love Spider Man. Who doesn't like really Spider Man that good, that much? You know what I mean? Spider Man got a big following.
I don't understand that, man. They don't be understanding. So how you feel about Platinum Games talking about uh they trying to say, oh, it wasn't Microsoft fault all of a sudden. I'm gonna let you talk on it. We'll make me a
Ah,
drink.
man, trust me, honey. Man, there should be L's handed out all over the place, bro. We've been saying this since the beginning. Wasn't Microsoft fault? You're lying. You're fanboying. You're doing this. I'm just glad that Platinum Game came out. I think a lot of people gotta eat crow. They bashed us that we was liars. We was this. Your dudes is just hating on Sony. Yeah, the fanboys, the Sony fanboys, was killing us with that. Oh, Microsoft, the game and all that. And Platinum Games came out saying, what we've been saying all along, basically, man. It's not really Microsoft fault when if I'm paying you bread, man, and you're not delivering. That's the difference. Why would I keep giving you money and stuff? And why are you not making your dates on the game? Like that's messed up. We didn't get a great game because of that. But though the money was getting spreaded out within other games, going on another rival platform. It was going to multi-plats. Like they took that money. That was a lot of money that Microsoft was putting in on that. And I feel that was messed up. And we've been saying this for a long time, bro. And people said we was liars, bro. We fanboying. They hated on us. And look, finally, dad, towards the end of the generation, it comes out. Hmm.
Hey, man, I put it this way. I was trying to. I remember I was one of the first guys to sit there and say, hey, it was a business decision. I don't think they really wanted to pull it, but it's just like if you have somebody saying they're gonna put a roof on your house, and they say, oh yeah, I can do it. I can get it done in 3 months,
Yeah.
and then turn it to 8 months. Then you be like, hang on. I had other jobs I had to do. I apologize. This and that. We guarantee it's going to be this. You be like, okay. So then that 3 months turn into a year. By then you got to pull. You got to pull the plug. And that's what they did. They pulled the plug.
I'm saying you right. Like I'm not gonna invest money into something and I'm not getting nothing out of that. They're not progressing on it. If there's no progress, why would I keep giving you money on it? Basically, I'm getting effed over. That's like, let me put it in another hood terms. I give money packs. He's hustling. I'm giving him packs, but he ain't bringing me my money back. He bringing me a little bit.
Right.
Yo, I got it. Give me another one. You
Hmm.
ain't finished giving me my bread back. You gave me half back. What's up with the rest? Oh, now let me get another pack. You getting done. You know what I mean? You now you got to go upside somebody's head in the street terms. You understand? Like,
Yep.
but what I'm trying to say is they wasn't meeting the how you say meeting the quarter or whatever. However, Microsoft did it, and I understand why they probably pulled it. And 100, that was the game at the time that was coming out that I really was looking forward to. That was the game I really wanted. This generation, like that was
Right.
one of the games
A
that.
lot of people wanted. I wanted to play Scalebound, but
Yeah,
but when you come in and they looked at that product and like, what's up with this? And then just because they see Scalebound, they see a whole lot of other Platinum Games products getting pushed on.
hmm
They know the game. And they sitting here like, okay, we did our best. So for us to stay friends, we're gonna cancel this. You give me part of my money back. and we're gonna stay friends, and maybe in the future we can go do something else.
Yeah.
Maybe if we're gonna stay friends, and Microsoft didn't go blow them out. If that was Bomber would have blew Platinum Games up.
Yeah.
He would have said, yeah, this is their fault. Fuck them. This. Well, Phil said we're gonna do it underneath. We ain't putting him. You see,
But
Phil said we're canceling, and it was the end of it.
but Phil got the blame for. You got to understand
Hmm.
this. He got demolished. Didn't the media touch up on this too?
Yeah. Oh, the video murder. The thing about it was they act like. To me, it feel like you act like Phil Spencer was cheating on his wife. You know what I'm saying? He got caught for infidelity. You know what I'm saying? They put that man under the bus. They ridiculed that man.
Yeah.
For what? For what? He made a business decision. That's called being a businessman. He's not a head of. He is not a VP of Xbox for no reason.
You're right.
Sometimes you got to do something that you don't want to do. I worked for an airline. I was a manager at an airline. I was a ramp manager. I fired my own homie.
You had
Why?
to
Because
do
that
what you
was a
got to do.
business sense. I had no. It wasn't no like putting no gun to my face. No, my crew was bitching and complaining. But I had to realize, like, dog, you're not showing up the flights. Well, I need to be working on this, and I'm over here. I didn't put in my stripes, and I need to work on these next two flights to make it easy on everybody else. I need to get this. I need to get the load right, and everything. I got to see how much cargo we gonna take, how many bags we gonna put in. And this is an easy fight. You don't show up, and when I call you, where you at? Oh man, I'm at lunch with my girl. So
That's a
just
no
stay there now. Just stay there. You
go.
ain't got to come back. But I gave him another option. You go work for another airline that we were contracted to. I gave him an option, but they didn't want him either. But they was willing to take him anyway because they really wanted this. They know how to get down. He was going. I knew he wasn't going to last over there. So I said either. And I said, think about it. If you quit, I'll pay you. And don't worry about it. I ain't going. Your unemployment, I got you. I'm not going to fight it. And I fired him on Friday. I drunk a gallon with him Friday night after work. Why you fire me? You just couldn't show up to flights. No hard feelings. You still my man.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't. You gotta understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you hook people up like that, and they ain't progressing or they ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing their job, it makes you look bad to your bosses and
Yeah.
stuff. And now
Yeah.
they like, yo, you said this guy was a good worker. Now he's a piece of shit. So now your word ain't shit to them.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, I didn't vouch for him. Well, I met him
yeah.
through the job. We just ended up being
Oh,
homies. I didn't
oh,
hire him.
okay. Oh, oh.
Didn't hire him.
I
So
would
no,
have
we
been
just ended
tight.
up being super cool. No, my boy that I did get hired, he was on par. I didn't want him never to leave because he put a whole lot because he ran the air he ran he was on the Air Force carrier. He knew about planes and stuff like that. He shot F-18s off of stuff. So him pushing out flights, it was some stuff that was little stuff that he wouldn't do. My boy came in was taking a whole lot of stress. Like I got that. He knew how to read a load. He knew how to put stuff there. I didn't have to teach him nothing. When he decided, he was still getting that check from that government, he realized, like, man, I'm tired of this coming in.
Oh,
So he just left me. But I was like, I can't get mad at him. He's still getting paid. And see,
yeah. You
it
looked
wasn't
out
no
for
hard feelings. Yeah, it wasn't no hard feelings with it. Like I say, whatever the day he quit, we drunk every Friday night. Went over there, you know what I'm saying? And drunk. It's like, man, I just don't feel like I'm just tired of, I'm doing, because he was trying to go to school for being an airline mechanic. So he's like, between that and then working. And then he's like, I like working with you. I don't like working with the other guy. Even though the other guy cool, he said, "With you on point." Boom, boom, boom.
it.
Justin, when you ain't here, Justin is like a motherfucking dictator. Like, you ain't a dictator. You go grab some bags if you're free. Like, he a
Yeah, I know what
dictator.
you mean.
I feel you. But it is what it is. And people got to understand that's a business. We talking business.
Yep.
And if you was on the street, and like you said, you didn't come up with your product, and you my friend, I'm gonna let's stay friends. I'm gonna eat this one time. If you keep on, I'm gonna do it again.
Hmm.
Some people don't come back. You see,
Exactly.
Fredo didn't come back.
Exactly. That's a
He
street
didn't want.
thing.
That was hard to get his brother.
Hmm.
That was hard to do his brother in, but he did it.
Had to. You gotta understand that sometimes stuff like that, street turns, bro. It's like
Mhm.
you ain't gonna try to hear that with my money, bro. Like What's up?
Yeah.
Where the money at? Where? In all reality, that would have happened if, but Microsoft is a business thing, so they did the smart move. But in streetwise, don't do it. A lot of
Mm-mm.
people get their head cracked. But yo, Hunted, definitely, bro. Like on Scalebound canceled. I knew it. We all knew it. We all was saying it from the beginning, but we was getting thrashed, bro. They said we was liars, my dude, and they hated on us. We got hated on like always. These guys love getting on the comment sections. You understand? Like, and they love talking trash. They just keyboard warriors. Like that's what get me tight sometimes. Like they don't listen to the video and they don't listen. They go to other YouTubers. You understand? And when you say the truth, like a lot of us said the truth, but we never get props. You understand? And they go to other YouTubers, and sometimes other YouTubers lie, but they believe that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like a lot of Sony YouTubers, man, was really just bashing Microsoft. But they won't put up a video about this, guarantee you. We could go look for the YouTube channel guys. They ain't really gonna talk about this. And they know they're gonna get handed L's, man.
Oh no, they gonna admit to it. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
no.
Even the defectors ain't gonna even admit to it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Even
a
the
shame.
media, the media need to eat big time crow. That's what I'm talking about too. The media, and they was talking reckless. If I was Phil, I
Yeah.
know I would have just been classy about it. I'm a classic man, and throw some out there. Like it's for the haters, my haters out there, because I know for sure that Microsoft themselves, they know that they was getting hated on by the media this year, and Phil and them know about that already. They knew anything that they're gonna do, they're gonna get hated on. They knew that. Trust me on it.
Yeah, but I see. Thing about it, Microsoft don't really be giving really to about what they, as long as their money is good, their money is flowing, they don't care. They know who
Yeah,
supports them and who's not support them.
yeah,
They don't. You know, they have to think about it. I hear a lot of YouTube. Why they keep on messing with IGN? They have to mess with IGN because if you don't, they blacklisted IGN, and then that's going to be another story.
yep.
But if IGN pays for exclusive something, why not take their money? They talked all this shit about you.
Hmm.
Why not take it? To me, money good. I don't care what it is. But they don't want to. They don't understand. And like yeah, that's a lot of times you want to do stuff and you can't do it. Yeah, they probably. I probably in back in Microsoft probably be all these. I tell this story all the time, and people think I don't believe it, and I don't know if they're gonna believe it or not. But I went to my first E3, and I went to a private party from Microsoft and Throne, and I met Craig Duncan, what they call Sea of Thieves, and they call it Sea of Z's. They mad 'cause they ain't got the damn game. Um, I met Craig Duncan for the first time. My man Southbound introduced me to him, and he got on his phone. He said, "No disrespect for nobody, no respect to you."
Yeah,
He said, "I just did. I think he was either Eurogame. It was somebody. Eurogamer was somebody that did something." And he said, um, "Look what this guy did. Just did an interview with him. Now He's clowning the game because we use bananas as fuel. You know what I'm saying? That's how you heal yourself with bananas."
yeah.
He said, "We did our research, and that's what pirates did. Think about it, food spoiled. It was spoiled and stuff like that. Where you know what I'm saying, you can eat. Think about it was you can eat bananas and fruit and stuff like that. That was more nourishing and nutritious. And they said that's what they decided to use. Why this dude had a half banana down his throat? I don't know if he's on strudel, but you know what I'm saying, he got bashed right then and after giving this dude a interview.
Oh snap! He had a banana down his throat.
This dude, the damn dude, either it was Eurogamer, it was or Polygons, it was somebody. And I was like, and he was like, don't that kind of seem like it be? Now, to me, that seemed like that could be kind of racist. Why are you putting a damn banana down your throat?
Yeah, that's not manly. Like,
After you played this game personally, you got to play it before us and all this other stuff. You talk to the one of the man that helped in making this game, and you disrespect that? Nah. See, the business term is he couldn't say something, but I can because
You
I don't
know
work for Microsoft.
exactly. That's why I try to voice my opinion sometimes, bro. Like, then they actually violated Phil. They took Phil, the dude Shaggy. I call him Shaggy. I think it's Ryan McCarthy or something. He
Yeah,
takes Phil on the show, asks Phil to get on the show. Then he tells him the PS4 is a beast, and it was resolution, not even it's not even graphics like that, but it was resolution. He violated Phil by saying that. Remember when Xbox was
mm-hmm.
upscaling? Why he didn't take Yoshida and said the Xbox X is a beast? You understand? Why he didn't bring Yoshida on it?
Because you know what? Guess who pays his bills? Is Sony. Thing about it, people don't understand when they got free PlayStation 4 Pros with their names on it, Sony TVs.
They don't believe us, bro.
They got all that
We said
stuff.
that for years, and they not gonna believe that, bro.
That's who pays the bills. For think about it, they're a business. So if they hate on Microsoft and you have to do that, that's gonna pay the bills. You be nice to Microsoft, ain't nobody gonna come to your channel and watch it. See, the best thing is to hate on Microsoft. That's why some of these YouTubers can jump ship because they ain't wasn't getting the views and they quote unquote they little $2.50 revenue every week.
Yeah, I'm not.
Just
I'm
keep it
not the
real.
one to do that. I'm sticking with my guns to the end. We, you know what I mean? I'm sticking with the end. I got a PlayStation, but I ain't jumping ship.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, to me, in my honest opinion, like I told the guy at GameStop, like they was like, "Oh, we got the games." I'm like, "Yeah, what games?" It was mentioning multi-plats and freaking Japanese games. I said, "Yeah, but so you really telling me, oh, we got God of War? So you really telling me basically, it took you like almost 4 to 5 years to get that game? So your greatness came in that long? It took that long to get that game? So
Yeah.
you paid $400 almost $500 to wait that long to get that game when we already got Halo, we got Gears and all that early. We got our greatness early. That's what I try to tell them. So I got my bang for my buck early. You understand? Yeah, it might have slowed up for us, but I was excited when I played my games. But you had to wait. That's the difference. Like, I'm not gonna buy a product that I had to wait to get that greatness. You understand? Cause that's all they're gonna bring up is God of War is the best thing on earth. You understand? But you waited so long for that game. It's almost the next generation, bro. Like no way.
Yeah, man.
Like and then think about it. They talking about making games. They laughing and joking on Microsoft dudes, these Sony fanboys. But now it's cool. Mark Sony said it's gonna take even longer now to bring out these games. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's cool for that to wait long, long, long for games. But Microsoft wait, you better show some games. You better show some games, bruh. Y'all been showing for the last E3s the same freaking games over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did not show no new fucking games, and people, oh, Microsoft got to show this, Microsoft got to show that, bro. Mike, what the fuck? Like this got me bugging, bro. Yeah, I want to see new games, but damn, where was all the hype like that on Sony when they kept showing the same games over and over? Think about that. Like how many years they showed fucking Last of Us 2, God of Wars, the you know what I mean? Like that samurai game, fucking Days Gone. I remember these YouTubers, Sony YouTubers, talking about the game with the dude with all them World Z. What's the name of that game with that guy, man? They made Metal Gear Solid.
Uh,
Everybody,
I know you're talking about.
yo, that game's supposed to be out this year.
Oh, you talking about Death Stranding?
They're
What,
stranded. They was talking about wait till 2019 that game was coming in. YouTube, Sony, PlayStation YouTubers. When Sony busted load in 2018, show all their games once again, all over again. When Microsoft that E3 pulled out like 40 something games showing y'all. I know the people out there in the comment section understands this. Y'all understand this. That Sony showed all these games and all that, but when you look at their big hitters, they not here yet. They got the God of War, yeah, they got the Spider-Man. We've been knew about that. But what do they have showing, bro, for 2020 and beyond that? Nothing. They got nothing to fucking show. No studios even talking about a game. But everybody want to breathe down Microsoft's neck. Oh, you better show this. You better show that. How? We went through a drought. This is their second fucking drought, bro. We went through one big drought, but we got games coming. I don't understand that. And I'm just, I'm hyped up. I'm not mad or nothing. I'm just trying to get it through people's heads, bro. Like, what the hell? What do Microsoft got to do? You understand? Oh, they better show this. They better show that. Yo, bro, what do Sony got to show? Nothing. This is what I don't understand about Xbox dudes. If they show us some stuff, hey, be fucking happy. We got games coming out this year, or for the following year, we got games coming out. But think about the future for the next console. You understand? Sony ain't
Yeah.
showing no 2000 their PS5 games. Why do
They don't.
Microsoft got honey, what bugged me out? I remember one of the E3s when Microsoft showed us games. They said we're not going to show games far out because they complained about Microsoft showing games far out. Right?
Mm,
When Microsoft show games, we're going to show your games to like 1 to 2 years far out. They complained about it. Oh no, it's not like Sony. Sony shows you games far out, letting you know, yo, make up your mind. This is what kills me. Like if they show games far out, it's a problem. If they show games not far out, it's a problem. Like, come on, bro. Damn if you don't, damn if you do, bro. Like they never get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And you got these people asking for games on Microsoft side, but don't buy the games.
no, they don't.
That,
My thing is, they got all these exclusives. You got 100 million consoles that's out there, and you happy if a game did 1 million? No, fuck you. It don't work. Analytics don't work that way. It don't. That is less than one. That's 1% of your install base. So why? That's why I see some of these. Now you see some of these third-party guys are jumping ship now because what? Their shit is getting red boxed. It's getting GameFly. They're not playing this shit. They're not buying it, but they want to throw all this.
yeah,
They want to throw all these Japanese. They ain't bought this. They ain't, man. Why you think? Man, why do you think Near Armada came through? Because they wasn't buying the shit. They wasn't buying it. They didn't care to buy it. They talk about it, but they don't be about it.
yeah, the Japanese games. And you know what's sad, bro? That I just stood back and I'm evaluating all the things that we went through throughout the years. Like, uh, I just don't understand. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, yo, what the hell? When one company does something, we had TV that was trash. We was called the TV box. PlayStation got TV. It was the
Mm-hmm.
best thing since sliced bread. I'm like, yo,
Right.
everything Microsoft's doing, Sony does right after, and they get praised for it. It's when their
Right.
console don't have it, it's trash on ours. But as soon as they get it, that's the best thing, bro. I'm like, yo, they said TV, they got TV. I'm like, yo, hold on, man. They said they didn't like shooters, but though they paid for the Call of Duty, Yoshida himself and them was saying it. They didn't know why their console was selling, but it was selling. You understand? Meaning when they were sparse. Now he also bought the DLC and all that, the packs for Modern Warfare. The Call of Duties, but he didn't like shooters. They got Bungie. They signed, Bungie and all that they got Destiny, the rights on Destiny and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they get the map packs first. When you really look at it, yo, like they played their cards right. And they lied, man. A lot of these Japanese games, bro, are coming out for Xbox. But they pay for that shit, man. Those developers are loyal, bro. Like not to say nothing, but when it's Microsoft, the media and everybody blasts it out. Nothing can stay secret. Look at Tomb Raider. They make sure, bro. They made sure that the people said that yeah, it's coming to PlayStation, man. You don't
Yeah.
remember that? Timed exclusives. Microsoft
Mm-hmm.
does E3s. It says timed exclusives. Sony don't
They
do
have
that.
to.
They just
But
say
see, they have to.
PlayStation now.
Yeah. See,
That's
Microsoft
sad.
do it. Microsoft will put on their time. They'll break it down.
Yeah.
They'll say Xbox exclusive. They'll break it. Sony don't do that. Sony showed. I forgot what game they showed one E3, and the developer came on and said, "No, it's coming on Xbox too."
Mm-hmm.
And while they doing their show, I forgot what game it was. That's when you get hit with the smoking mirrors.
Yep. That's crazy on it. Like I know I'm going at like a rant on it, but I'm just going throughout the evaluation, everything that I could think of right now in my mind, because we got a short amount of time. So I'm thinking about everything that's been going on that we've been saying that's been real. We've been keeping it real. This show, DirectX, is a real show. We say how we feel. We gamers. We talk about what we see. We all got our own opinions. And I'm not just hating on PlayStation just to hate on PlayStation, bro. PlayStation got nice games. But they made that console look like that was the best thing since sliced bread when the console was sounding like a jet engine. The console when it first came out was the spitting out CDs. The thing was like messed up when it first came out. But they made this console hype. That console is nothing but the biggest hype.
Hey, Ghost, it's just like this. All right. Just okay, we're gonna use the shoes with them. Hey, but like, hey man, them Jordan, what everybody go run out to get Jordans? Uh, uh, just because what? The media and they see the stars, they say everything to do the Jordans. If it was flipped around and they say, oh yeah, this game play, even though a lot of them games play better on Xbox, but you never saw the media say nothing about it because why?
Nope.
They make more money, they get more hits on their website. Shaggy gets more attention. He gonna get our negative attention to go watch this shit, and they go bag on him. And then the PlayStation dudes gonna go watch this shit and gonna come in and talk shit to it. So it's a bit. They looking at it. Well, it's easy to bash Microsoft, but then when Microsoft sit there and you see their financial statements and you see how great Xbox is doing, when you see them numbers, when they hitting billions in 3 months, because we buy games, we buy stuff off of Xbox.
Yep.
We do that type of stuff. Come on, man. You talking about Xbox is going away? Xbox is buying studios. They actually
That's
every
that's
studio they bought, they didn't have a nice. They made them a new studio. They
you're
build them something. They tell them go hire who you want to hire. We but nobody gives Microsoft. Nobody's talking about how Microsoft is turned into a $1 trillion company.
it's all about that Microsoft making good moves, and a lot of people don't understand that if it wasn't for Phil and certain people, there wouldn't be no more Xbox. This would be the last Xbox. Period. Microsoft would be gone, and certain people kept this console alive, and this is why we getting another generation, man.
Mhm.
That's the sad thing about it. People hated on this console so bad when this is a great gaming console. You understand? And it's got the most powerful console now, meaning that when you look at, I don't understand how resolution at 1080p and upscaling compares to X. The X, bro, compared to the Pro is a big leap in bounds. And these people are saying that you don't really see no difference. Now, I'm telling you, my family is PlayStation dudes. They got an X. My cousin got an X and the Pro. He'll even tell you himself, nah, man, nah, the X is it looks way better on the X. Down to Fortnite, down a lot of games. Compared to the Pro, there's a big leap in that in 4K and everything. Way different. They say in certain games you can't see it in. No, it's that you can't see it in it. You don't want to believe it. But we had to believe your stinking ass lies when you was talking about 1080p. This is the thing that kills me. Now, how can something upscaling compare to like the native of doing 4K? I don't get that. You understand? Like, I don't get it no more. Like, when we got this console is way stronger than the other console. Look at the game Red Dead Redemption when developers utilize the X to you could say like its full potential. Ain't it night and day to the PlayStation 4 Pro?
Well, it's night and day.
Okay.
A lot of these third-party games is night and day.
Yeah, but do you see really Digital Foundry blowing that up, man? I remember the
Digital
Blade of
Foundry,
Grass.
Digital Foundry is Eurogamer.
Mm,
They got to pay their bills too.
okay. But ain't
They
that
got to pay
kind of
their bills,
biased?
but
They say they're not
yeah,
biased.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
why.
no, they play the bots because they'll go look at the. I ain't never. I want to as a real gamer. I ain't never thought about okay the draw distance, the
Mm,
blade of grass, how many
yep.
trees. I ain't
Hmm.
never did. I was trying to see the enemies on the screen
Yes,
or where I got to go.
you're right.
Now y'all want to sit here and it was 20 blades of grass on this, but it's only 10 blades of grass. I don't give a fuck about no grass. If you go play Grand Theft Auto, what's that, San Andreas? You didn't care what was going on, and that game was not graphically incredible, but you was just mind rolling around the town. When you played the what's that? When you was in New York, you didn't worry about all that. Yeah, the graphics looked a little bit better, but you was what? Your main mission to what? Take over, shoot motherfuckers, and get money. They don't understand that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. They don't, and people blind. They blinded. I don't understand how they don't remember none of this. Everybody don't remember this, and it. How can I explain it? It doesn't count. It doesn't count anymore. Like none of that counts. None of that. When you bring it, when you bring this up, it don't count. It's what's happening right now. Like that's not cool. So basically, we can't bring up none of that shit. You understand? Like
No.
you can't bring up. That's like when LeBron. Look, I don't mean I'm gonna use this term. That's like nobody knew that LeBron had that piece of evidence on Magic Johnson and all that. You understand? LeBron ain't know about that. But Magic said he was resigning and all that. He had it on
No.
his show. But you would have thought that LeBron knew about that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like
Mm.
that he can't. So LeBron's lying then. So what I'm trying to say is this, honey. As much as we've been on this show, when Collab was here, when everybody we've been people looking at us, oh, that's a biased show. No, we was just saying how we felt and what's going on. Like, open your eyes out there. If y'all don't see this, then you must be bugging. You understand? Like that's it. And gaming wise, they could say, yeah, we got God of War. I'm gonna say, yeah, I got Gears of War. They could say,
Yeah.
we got Last of Us. I'm gonna say, okay, that was a PS3 game. You still didn't get part two yet, so that's a remaster. But anyway, I got Halo. You understand? Let me see. We got that girl game where she's shooting dinosaurs. Okay. Well, we got. Let's just say we could say Quantum Break. We could go on for exclusives to exclusives. Yeah, our exclusives didn't hit the Metacritic score because it's biased. We've been saying that too. The it's small little sites and all that, man, and they bash Microsoft games. They give it low scores, bro. Phil Spencer and them know that, and a lot of YouTubers out there, Xbox YouTubers, they know this. I'm telling you, honey, Phil and them know this, bro. That they know that they're gonna get bad Metacritic scores.
Well, think about this. I'll put this way: Metacritic didn't. Metacritic been out there. It's Metacritic and OpenCritic. My thing is, I think it's the contract people that put that in their contract. You stupid. If you put my game score this high on Metacritic, you should not do it. I don't care what system that you program for, that you made music for, that you a program director for. You never put that in your contract because you can get Metacritic bombed. That is the link, Keybot. You can get Metacritic bombed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is your fault. That is on you.
I don't know if I did it on a show or I did a video on it. When I pulled out PlayStation games and I did their scores and I wrote it down and I did my homework on it. And I did the homework on the Xbox ones. When you see these Xbox Metacritic scores, they are biased, bro. When you like, wow, how can a game like Clash of the Clash of it was a game I remember that they had. It was like with these Titan, not it wasn't this Titan game with that Japanese thing. It was. Oh man, what's the name of that's PlayStation game where it's like you go and it's like Titans. You find these big Titans, and at the end when you die or some, you get the spirit.
Are you talking? You talking about what you call it? I know they ain't making a remake for it. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
a remaster of it. And I remember playing.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not lying. I went into right there, but by my job, they got it on GameStop. I went in there and dude said that was a new game, and I had to tell that dude, "Nah, that's a remaster, bro." Like, why are you telling somebody that's you getting sales? Basically, you
I
telling
think it was the Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a remastered game. If you a PlayStation dude
Mhm.
and you know this, that's a remastered game. Where you got people, uneducated people, and GameStop talking about that. That was a new game. That's how I knew that there was phony and there was ponies and there ain't no shit, basically. But anyway, you know what's crazy, Hunter? That game got a high score, bro. But they gave Gears of War a lower score than when Gears of War had a 9 something. And this Gears of War got built from the ground up. Looking way better, bro. But too much A-Bun and all that, they got a lower score. But Shadow of the Colossus, they made that game, wow, like it was spectacular, bro. Then, you know what's crazy? Why I look at PlayStation dudes and I bug out at these fanboys and how we was always right, and they say it's no bias. But, bruh, how State of Decay got hit up, they talk shit about that game. How the game, the pirate game, got hit
Uh,
up.
uh,
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
They got bashed up, right? But nobody bashed the game that came out for fucking 10 years with a
Uh
shaggy
huh.
ass dog with chicken feet. And a kid that goes, ooh, they took 10 years and the game looked like a PlayStation 2 game, bro. You had people crying and the media said that was one of the greatest things ever, bro. They never
No,
bashed it. Like how you don't bash a game that was buggy as fuck, was fucked up at launch when that game came out, son. Like, and nobody bashed that game. But you can bash State of Decay and all that. When these two games are way better, you'll have more fun playing those games than playing that shaggy ass dog shit. More value. You got more value in those games out of bang for your buck than that game, bro. You
no,
understand what I'm trying to say? It's that where's the fairness? Like keep it real.
they don't know how to they don't know how to balance the line. They don't know how to say, okay, you know what, y'all do got a good game. They don't know how to do that. If I thought God of War was something so super great, I can go pick it up because I got a PlayStation.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't give. That's like they can't give Microsoft credit for shit.
They don't. And I'm not and we're not fanboys like that. We just saying what we see. Cause we all got different consoles. I'm looking at my wife's Switch, Wii U, Xbox right here. She got her own. I got my own Xbox. I got a PlayStation. I got two PCs, bro. Like, I'm not just fanboying, bro. I'm just saying I'm not gonna root for a side that was basically dog shit. Like the controller was dog shit. Their PSI was doing 720 when we had a 1080p Connect. They bashed that, but nobody was bashing the eye. The eye was great for them. You know what I mean? Like you got to see a lot of bullshit that was going on with the console. Like you understand? Like your console was getting overheated. You understand? Like there's a lot of things that went on with PlayStation, but nobody like look, my little nephew, he likes Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He likes Xbox, but his friends, some of them, majority of them play PlayStation. He got son to play Xbox. You know what the kids are saying? We all got the X now. My nephew Kim me Theo. Is it true the PlayStation 4 is more powerful? I said, who told you this? Oh, the kids in my school. They, those are kids, but the
Because that's what
popularity. That's
yeah, the popularity of it. Yeah, you go to news. Yeah, the PlayStation is sold. You see,
exactly.
PlayStation is good to say what they have sold and what have they not sold. Oh yeah, we sold this, but why nobody? Why you don't even have a game
But the
to at
kids
least
don't
do
know.
20 million? But they don't know. They don't care. It's the
Yeah, they're
oh
gonna
yeah,
get the power
Fortnite.
trip.
Fortnite played better on PlayStation.
And
No, it
that's a
don't.
lie. Don't. That's what I told my nephew. I said, Poppy, listen to me. I said, look, I had to show him things. I'm like, yo, look, you see this? You see that? This is a stronger machine. Like, look at this. Look at that. I'm breaking it down, showing him the specs and all this. Now, look at this. This is the real powerful machine. They don't have a, some might have a pro and still the pro is not more powerful than this machine right here. You're going to get better quality, better textures, better everything on this one console compared to the other one. Yeah, the other one is strong, but it's meant for VR. People fail to realize that, bro. It's meant for VR.
And they VR ain't top notch.
Mm. But like I had to tell my nephew, he was like, yeah, uncle, like Theo, like basically, yeah, you're right, Theo. I see different. I'm telling my friends, but they don't listen. My other Xbox friends are talking. They know what they talking about, Theo. But yeah, now I'm glad you told me that because they don't know what they talking about. And I used to go and see these their controllers, their thumbsticks, the grips breaking, bro. Like worn down, the triggers clicking, breaking fast. Like the handles like cheap, and we get good quality stuff, bro. And people was
Well,
bashing
we get bashed. We get bashed. Well, y'all still using batteries. Batteries is a good thing. For
it.
one, because worst case scenario, we can borrow a charge and play kit, and then it'll charge it. We can actually just hook it straight up. And if we got batteries, we can change it out. When that battery pack go out on that controller, you mean you have to go buy a new controller. You be fucked.
They can't plug it in and charge it into to their console, right?
Yeah, you
They
be
could
fucked.
they could charge it in there, right, into their console, with
I
the
think you
plug.
can, but yeah, that's how you charge it. But the thing
But
about it
think
is
about this:
that you can't
if you lose
replace
that wire,
battery.
if you lose that wire, the charger to that, let's just say you can't go out, and they lock you in the room, and that controller dies out. You ain't got no wire, and you can't get out that room. Basically, you're just looking at a screen TV, and you're just looking at your PlayStation. With them batteries that you got around, you can have, you can pop them shits in and play. Like basically in short words, but there ain't nothing wrong with that. I never seen nothing wrong with just having batteries or anything like that.
Yeah, which one? You got an option. Like I say,
Exactly.
a charger play kit, they don't cost nothing too much. And like I said, I could charge. If that bad boy goes out, I can replace it. If your battery go out in that controller with that light that's on for no apparent reason, that nobody uses nothing. You got that big ass D pad at the little track pad nobody uses. The last time I saw somebody use the shit, that was what uh, and they was using it and it made sense was Far Cry 4,
Yeah.
and they was using it. Other than that, they don't use that shit.
I'm saying, do you do? I still got my controller, but what's up with that? The controller in the middle, man, with the glow, like that glowing thing, like that.
I don't know what it's. They thought it was cute, just like them glowing two dildos that they got.
Oh snap!
Know what I'm saying? They ain't being innovative. They're not being innovative at all. Like I say, but they get the credit. All they doing is no. They get third party handouts. Microsoft don't get no third. If they do, it's an indie.
Yeah,
It's an indie. If they do, somebody come to them. But guess what? They come in. They show Microsoft helping us out. You know, we're indie developer. They're showing us love. We want to put it out here. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft got a preview program just for indies people. Hey,
yeah,
can you help us with this game? Sony don't have that.
nah,
Sony don't allow that type of stuff.
yeah.
They
Sony
say they
used the
don't want it.
indie developers, and when their games started coming out, they shitted on them. Basically, you
Art
remember that,
came
right?
out first on Xbox because they got put in they got put in the idea Xbox program.
Yeah.
And when you pay and you paid a little bit just to get into it, you didn't pay the full price.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Ark Survival, they got so many mods on it and so many things you can do in
Yeah,
that game. Like, it's so many stuff, but I ain't gonna lie. That dinosaur game is a beautiful game, bro.
yeah.
It's a beautiful game. I got that. I still stuck on it. Just seeing, I love T Rex and all of them. It just bugged me out.
Yeah,
So
so I was trying to say you didn't you they throw games damn what's another game I had got? I forgot what it was. But you was like stuck on a planet and everything. I bought it for the $30 before it even came out.
I I tell you like this, man. There's different type of gamers, man. You might have gamers that like, let's just say, phone games. You have gamers that like sports. They'll play the hockey. They'll play the baseballs. They'll play the footballs. They'll play the basketballs. You got people that like story games, story mode games. You got people that like story mode and multiplayer games. They like getting their bang for their buck. And I want a nice story mode game, and then I could get on online, multiplayer, and have fun. You understand? There's different gamers out there. So maybe a game might come out and it's a story mode game and it's not for me and you. You understand? And it's not for a lot of people. But then maybe there's a shooter that comes out that you got people that don't like shooters. You know, they like sword games. It's a lot of different gamers out there, and I notice a lot of people just try to bash people. Oh, you're not a gamer. You're not this, bruh. Not everybody plays the same games that somebody else plays. Look at
Nobody's not an achievement whore or trophy whore.
exactly. You got you got people that look at you and be like, yo, you baloney, you baloney. But you got people that like Ninja and them that just play strictly Fortnite
Yeah.
and make
And they
money
ain't
with
mad at him.
Fortnite. That's
And
it.
they make money.
And
They
they
get
ain't not
paid.
mad. And they're gonna go like that. That's a real gamer. That's a true gamer. But he's not really buying all the games that we bought throughout the year. You get what I'm
Guess
trying
we
to say?
got in the house. We got he bot for the last hour for to get off this bad boy.
Yep.
We got he bot in the house.
What's up, Eba?
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Why the hell can I hear you guys?
It's like you buying a
Yeah,
little bit though.
yeah, but we can
Mm,
hear you.
oh, I'm here. I'm listening to you guys through the TV. That's all because it's through the computer. That's why.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas? What's up?
What's going on with you, bot?
I'm chilling,
I'm
my brother.
not just there. I just saw you guys in the link, and I'm like, oh, these guys are live. What the hell? But
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
leaving
I
my
can't
brother
hear
out there
anything
alone.
now. Gotta leave it up. I can't hear him. Not through the mic. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I was like trying to do it on the phone, but for some reason on the phone it's not going through.
I think because it changed my what you call it changed my title, and I didn't change it. Cause
Yeah,
Ghost
Oh,
had
it changed.
it changed my title, and I think that's I think it's messing up. That's not the
Oh,
original
okay.
title. Yeah, that's not the original title.
Oh, okay. I got you. That's
Yeah,
probably
so
why the link is different.
yeah.
So what's going on? What you guys are talking about? What's up?
Ah man, we was talking about platinum had to finally came
yeah,
out and had to say hey it ain't all Xbox fault. Um, what was talking what else was talking about? We was talking about a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, I did the
Uh,
video earlier today. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it. I'm not sure
what is this?
where I talked
Yeah,
about it
yeah, I
with
saw
Prime.
yeah, yeah.
But the entire article is basically saying they mention Xbox, but they keep saying how they don't want to see people give them flack. It was hard for them to see that. They also mention how it wasn't their fault, but yet they're still bringing them up like they're bringing them up like talking like a third party, a third wheel, like saying we're pretty sure that in their part they felt like they could have done better, but that's not necessarily saying that they were at fault. You know what I mean? Like if you know that you weren't at fault entirely, why would you really care if Xbox, right, if they were at fault as well, get flack from anybody? And they kept saying that it was hard for them, that it wasn't right, it wasn't justified, they should have never got it, that they were the ones that were at fault. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's kind of like they're saying it, but they weren't wanting to be. They didn't want to really be straightforward and say it's all our blame. You know, I just find it funny that you're saying it's you find it hard or that bothers you, but yet at the same time you're not. You're saying that you don't want to see the fans give Microsoft such a hard time because they don't deserve it. You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
So for me, that kind of feels like it's basically them saying, because they say, oh, we can't really disclose because of the fact that, basically developers code. We can't really disclose the details. I think that that's just them basically covering themselves, trying to say, well, we're not going to say what it is because if we do, we'll make ourselves look like asses because we were at fault. The truth is, they had too
Right.
much. They had too many. Yeah.
You're right. They were at fault, my brother. They were at
Hmm?
fault. And if I was you, my brother, we you've been saying it. Hunter been saying it. I've been saying it. J Long been saying it. Kalat said it. Um,
Hmm.
Triple Cup Chuck said it. What's the other brother that used to be
Well, a
with
lot
us?
of people. I mean,
Uh,
Kate Megan said it for what I understand as well. A lot of people
he
said
was on the show with us, Hunter. I forgot his name, man. He used to be with us on this show. Man, what's his name?
What are you
My
talking
friend,
about, Kano?
Young Kano. Yeah, I think it's Kano. Kano has said it
Mhm.
before too. A lot of us said this, bro. That we got slack for this, Heat. You know this, and you was one of the main ones because you go open on Twitter and all that. And
Right, right.
I know they bashed you a lot, my brother. But
Well, I mean, as soon
we
as I
all
put up
could.
the video,
If I
you
had
saw I
to
was
say,
basically.
finally, if you got a brain, and you can realize and you can see through the bullshit that this company's actually saying that, yeah, they kind of messed up and all that.
Well,
That's why we don't got scale
this
bound.
is something that me and J Long talked about for a while. Is that they had too many projects. They had too many projects on the table. These guys did. They did Star Fox, right? They did the Avatar last, Korra, the last Airbender. They did the Transformers Devastation.
Yeah,
They did the Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan, right? They did Nier Automata. They did. They were working on another RPG for PS4 that was supposed to come out. Scalebound, Bayonetta 2, and and also they already had announced that they were going to work on Bayonetta 3. So, I mean, I probably missed a game there somewhere. The point is they had their hands in too many pots, and they're not a big team. They're like 200 people. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds like a lot, but to have like 8 or 7 projects on your table, and you only have 200 people to distribute that, you know, you're gonna mess up somewhere. You're gonna miss the mark somewhere. And what we always stated, what I always try to say as well was, how is it that if Kamaya said that was his most ambitious game that he always wanted to do since the beginning that he started making games, right? He always wanted to do Scalebound and never got the opportunity because of the budget, right? Because it was going to be expensive. Here comes Microsoft, gives him the budget, gives him the opportunity, and instead of making that a priority and prioritizing the game, instead they go, okay, we'll get it done, and yet they're still doing other stuff, little stuff on the side. I get it that you want to make money, I get it, but do 1 or 2 games, keep within your means, and prioritize what was supposed to be their big ticket because it was gonna be a big game for Microsoft, a big game for them, and it more than likely it looked like it was gonna be successful because people were hype about it. It was gonna be their biggest selling game because to this point, none of their games ever sold well. None. Not No Beautiful Joe. Oh, that was another one they did. Wonderful 101 for the Wii U. They did that also during this whole transition thing. Beautiful Joe never sold well for them. The Vanquish never sold well. Bayonetta 1 between both consoles, I think, sold 1,000,003. And that's one of the reasons why Microsoft and Sony both didn't want to pick it up to do Bayonetta 2 as exclusive, and Nintendo did at the time. So, you know, I just think they're trying to sugarcoat it where they don't take all the slack, but deep down inside, I think they know that they are the most responsible. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. They,
You know?
I just feel like if this, in my honest opinion, he bought it Bone. I tell you,
Hmm.
bro, if this was a PlayStation game, bro, that game would have been out.
Right, right, right.
That developer, that Japanese developer, whatever, would have made sure that game came out, bro.
Well, I mean,
I'm just
PlayStation has.
That's just my honest opinion.
Right, 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 right.
Like,
Well, they have the tendency to put stuff away. They won't say it's canceled. They'll just keep putting it in the back burner, saying, "Oh yeah, 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 it's still in the works, still in the works." They usually do that, even though they may not even be working on it. That's what they did with Last Guardian. I mean, look when Last Guardian came out. It was in the year that they needed something to fill in. It came out in December, and Last Guardian just looked like an HD version of what it was going to be, or a higher resolution version of what it was going to be on the PS3. So that tells you right there that a lot of work and money did not go into it. It was just a straight port with a couple of tweaks. You know what I mean?
and people cried for that, brother.
Right, right, right.
That's what I don't understand. But they'll bash they'll say what Z's. They'll
Yeah.
bash say the what, they'll bash the game. But they look at that game, and when you see, like, there was a lot of PlayStation games there wasn't all that, man. King Kong, all this other shit, and it's
Oh, a
crazy
lot.
how just what we throughout the years, man, what Microsoft and us being as the outside guys looking in as gamers on wanting things, we did get
Hmm.
nice games, even though they didn't sell good. Like our exclusives we got, they didn't really sell too
Well, I'm glad you're
well,
saying
but
that, Ghost.
there was good exclusives.
I'm glad you're saying that because look, they had a game called Deep Down from Capcom. You guys remember that, right?
Hmm.
That
Only
never
reason I
came
know
out.
about that, hang on. It was, you know what? It's. I put it when the ponies was attacking you yesterday,
Yeah, yeah.
and I mean, on Monday. It was Monday. Yeah, yesterday I was at the jail because I was at the office, and I decided to
Hmm.
jump in. I don't jump in that often, and they was going in, and Gaming Boat makes a video. I showed the video. I showed the link. 15
Right.
games that Sony do not want you to forget about.
Right. That they haven't talked about it. They kind of
They
put it
don't
under
want
the
you to see
radar.
it no more.
But
And it's a whole lot of them games
mhm.
that
Well,
was a lot of
deep down was
fail.
one of them. Right. Right. And they got mad, but then when you showed them, then they want to act like, oh no, that's not true, or that's just coincidence, right? Look, Deep
Yeah.
Down was one of them, and they haven't talked about it. That game is no longer in production. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was shelved. Maybe it wasn't canceled, but if you shelve something, it's like being canceled because until they say, well, let's greenlight it, let's go back to it, it's still canceled. It's not coming out. Just like The Wild. Michael Ansel left what he was doing with The Wild, even though it looked different and unique, to go back and do Beyond Good and Evil 2 because that was the most game that he had the most requests for. They want people been wanting him to do a Beyond Good and Evil 2 sequel for years.
Yes. Yep.
And that's his priority right now. So he ain't going back to the wild. So those two games were two games that were pretty much canceled and shelved just because they didn't say it. People are like, oh, they're not canceled. Microsoft likes to say things to be honest or to kind of be like, transparent. And instead of people being like, oh, well, thank you for at least being honest. Oh, you see, they don't care. They don't want us to have games. They don't care. We have other type of different types of games, or that or they just want to approve whatever makes billions and billions of dollars for them. You know what I mean? So that's what I don't but we've always, kind of like, listen, that shit got to stop because you're adding fuel to the fire. You're making the problem bigger, especially if you're calling yourself a so-called Xbox fan and want Xbox to be better. No, it's not by complaining and saying dumb, ignorant stuff that you're going to make Xbox better or the brand. It's by trying to be adult about it and coherent and have a logical thought process of like, well, this works like this works like that. There's a lot of games that get canceled, but they just don't get announced. A lot of them, and people don't make them 40 or 50 million different articles about it because you know they're not talked about. But because Microsoft is transparent again, like we said, they get all the slack, which I think is retarded because at least they're being honest. They're not being quiet about it. It's something as look, same thing with Fable. That Fable game has $75 million in investment. And because the fans of the first Fables weren't happy, they went back and said, we're canceling it. We're going back to the drawing board. Nobody really officially announced it, but we know because of hints that they said here and there and the indirects as what they've said. Fable will come back because they listen to the fans, and yet they got slack for it. And that's the type of stuff that I say is unwarranted, it's just ignorant. And we can't call ourselves Xbox fans if we're the first ones pointing fingers when they just listen to what we wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a lot of people that ask for things, and a lot of Xbox people don't support it.
Mm-mm.
And I'm gonna be
That
honest.
game, that game right there, I couldn't say nothing. I wanted to say something bad. I wanted to say something, but
Yeah,
I
I
was under
remember.
ND.
I
Hey,
remember you were under the
I,
NDA.
I, I
I
wanted to
remember.
say, I wanted to threat. That game was evolved.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same game is evolved. That was evolved with a skin. It was a
A
Fable
Fable,
skin on it.
like a Fable skin. Yeah, hmm
It was it. That's all. It was evolved.
yeah.
So I'm
Because
sitting here like,
originally it was supposed to have a campaign,
bro,
and then they kind of changed it to like a free to play.
yeah. So I'm like, this game, and they was throwing stuff in the beta. They was throwing shit in there. It didn't
Hmm.
feel it didn't feel right. I'm like, okay, this ain't Fable. You turn into it's
Okay.
like it's like no, I'm good.
That's
I
why I
was
think
vouching
they
for it.
changed it.
Right.
I was vouching
Well,
for it. But soon as it
I
get
got.
canceled, soon as it get
Hmm.
canceled, you got people that ain't never played a motherfucking Fable. Oh, Microsoft was giving up. No, you got to
Yeah,
know when to
yeah,
pull the cord. That's
yeah,
called
yeah,
being the boss. You got to know when to pull the cord.
yeah.
Yeah, the core fans and all that. That's why they probably pulled it because they knew that they wasn't reaching their Fable real fans. So that game
Yeah,
actually would have not sold.
yeah,
It was a pretty
Mhm.
game, but it wasn't
Oh
gonna
yeah,
sell.
it was gorgeous. I got it. I got
yeah.
into it late, not like 100. They did it early. I got into it late, and damn, that shit looked amazing because it was running DX12, and I think it was Unreal Engine 4. But uh, but the game felt different. It
Mhm.
still felt Fable-ish as far as the way the world looked and the characters, but it wasn't constructed like a Fable game. It didn't feel like an RPG with story. It wasn't really like that.
Fable to us is you was making it your own story. That was one of the first things we had got a lot of choices that we wouldn't. Like
Yeah,
if I played a game, if you played, I played it one way, you might tell you played it another way.
right,
Well, you want to be a villain?
Strategy. It was like a strategy game.
Sure.
It
Like
was like a
right, right, right.
strategy.
you thought about the choices. Like, okay, if I do this, what's the repercussions if I do that?
Consequences, yep.
Yeah.
Right,
So
Because
it's sitting there like makes you think before you made a decision. You just
right,
didn't
right,
go
right,
run off on it. You know, even with your powers, like should I use this power or should I max this out first? Should I choose my gun first? It was
right,
fun,
right. Yeah, yeah. It was
but
definitely
they didn't give that credit. Well, credit like it. That's what you know. Yeah, Microsoft made a mistake, but this before Phil. That game was before Phil even got into office. He
yes,
yeah.
wasn't
But
even
I
the
mean,
president.
everybody
He wasn't the
makes.
president of
But
Xbox.
everybody has hit. But everyone has hit or miss. Even
right.
Apple. Everyone, everyone. You know. Yeah. What's
You-
up, Ghost?
I was gonna say like this. I had said this earlier when I went through like a little rant, but now I'm calmed down, and hopefully when people hear this, they can understand what I was trying to say. I'm trying to say this,
Right.
hey, that you know how Ninja Theory's coming out with a game when they had that game with the girl.
Hellbound, Hellblade,
Hellblade,
Hellblade.
Hell,
Hellblade, right? When Hellblade
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out, I remember I did a video, and y'all could go to my video and scroll down the comment section. I'm,
Hmm.
I'm giving this game props, and I'm like, yo, Microsoft,
Right.
you need to get this game. And the PlayStation dudes on there saying it's never going to come to Xbox, right? But we got the game now.
Yeah.
But the funny
Right.
thing is this. Everybody's like, oh, now Hellblade is not a good company, and now I hate
Yeah.
leaks. I hate leaks,
Yeah.
but they got leaked out that they got a game where it might be a multiplayer game or co-op game where you playing. It's supposed to be a good game, and Microsoft had gotten it. But I don't want to see that project. That project was already being made already. You understand me? I want to see the project after
Yeah.
this one that we might see. That's the real Xbox project. You understand? That's the real IP I want to see.
Right.
Because that's the main one that now
Right.
the company's
Well,
going
I
to
mean,
do for us. You
but
understand?
see, Ghost, you can't say that because now they wanted to do it, but they didn't have the funds to do it.
Now they
Now
yeah,
got
they
to
they
got
do
the
have the
it.
backing,
money,
they got the
and now
traffic,
that they have the
and
backing,
that's
they
going
can
to be
actually do
exclusive.
it.
That's not
Yeah,
going no more. It's the
I,
Scalebound is
Yeah.
Scalebound is still multi-plat because that was already deal. From now on, that's under their umbrella. They ain't gonna be they ain't making multi-plats. They're making exclusives.
no, I know.
Well, that's why
So
Microsoft
yeah,
bought first party studios
and
because
I
they
don't
want
think that
all
game.
the games to be
If they
there.
showed that game, they show that game. I'm saying let that game wait till the new Xbox come out. You put
That's
that part of the like, put it in the launch lineup. We don't need. We don't need. I'm satisfied. I got too many games now.
I want to say it like this, guys. I feel like let's just say PlayStation does this. Ghost of Tsushima launch
Right.
title.
Uh-huh.
Last of Us 2 launch title.
Okay.
Um, the Days Z, whatever game that they had,
Oh,
right?
that's trending. That's trending.
Death Stranding.
Yep.
Now they can if they maybe that come out, but just those two games alone, and putting God of War remaster or whatever, like you know how they're gonna do forward these games and make it look like they PlayStation 4 and 5 games. Because if they really push those games and they come out with a PlayStation 4 copy and a PlayStation 5 copy, they are doing the same thing that they did before this generation to the newer generation.
Mhm.
That's what's gonna happen. I feel
Right.
like they're
But
gonna play
here's
their
the thing,
cards
though.
right. They don't have nothing to give us right now on PlayStation 5. So if they push back these games, these would be good launch title games to launch your system off on launch. Now, for
Right.
me, my honest opinion, I feel I would have hold off on the Gears and the Halo.
You can't
Put
do
out
gears.
the games,
You
right?
don't. You no. You give
No,
gears.
Gears,
You give
Gears
gears,
already
and you
too
can
long in.
always enhance gears.
No, no, no. This
Right.
is what I
You
was
can
gonna say.
do gears. Yeah, you
They
can
should
know.
have hold
You leave
out.
Halo ain't coming out. You won't see a Forza coming out.
More than
See,
likely, more
I
than
would have held
likely,
off
Halo Infinity
and
is going to
make
be a launch
Gears even
title.
better.
yeah, that's a launch title.
Third,
That's
Come out with a launch title.
more than likely, it'll
that's
be
a launch
Halo.
title. Yeah, Halo's a
Um,
launch title, and Forza gonna be a launch title.
yeah, I think in
That's
Forza,
gonna be a launch
Forza.
title, and then you can bring out new games from your other people that did working on
Right,
games. You can bring them out too, and you put them on prime time.
But
Then,
right.
thing about it is, they already said he ain't leaving nobody behind. So when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do get that console going all your whole catalog that you got Even your backwards compatibility game's gonna work. So you ain't gotta worry about it. So if you don't want to pick it up day one, it's okay. You still gonna have a version of that game. Might don't run better. You
If
know,
you
you
want,
might run a par. But see, this because
Yeah,
see, think about it. That's what's good. What UWP is.
yeah.
Mark Cerny had to renege. He turned into a renigger yesterday
mhm.
because he was talking a little bit bad about him. I think somebody gave him some misinterpretation of something, and he went back because I think remember last week they was going around saying Microsoft might be trying to buy uh, Steam.
Blackjack or Steam?
That's why Steam. I took man, Microsoft ain't talking about no damn Steam. I don't think Steam want to get bought. Steam makes a shitload of money. But
Hell yeah.
you know, but Epic, thing about it, Epic had to take that, probably had to take that as on some real shit because they're taking exclusives away on the PC side, time exclusives. And people, is angry about that. So they might thought that was Steam like, hey, I'm up for sale. Microsoft, you want to buy me? You're already a beast.
Right.
You
Well,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
look, to add what to both of you what we're saying. The other thing is though, like you gotta understand, like all these people always talking about that, but Microsoft, because I heard people saying things like Microsoft needs to make more new IPs, more new IPs, more new
Where's the
IPs.
PlayStation new
And
IPs? What's the
and
one
and
on?
I'm like, wait a second. What do you mean? What new IP? Microsoft has done plenty of new IPs this generation. Oh, but y'all keep damage controlling Metacritic. Well, just because Metacritic gives a game a bad score doesn't mean the game's not a new IP. That's number one. And number two, just because Metacritic says it's a bad game doesn't mean it's a bad game because Metacritic is the same people that you see on a daily basis on social media and on the internet, whether it's Game Report, Kotaku, IGN's, Push Square, Circle. It's the same exact people or eccentric YouTubers that have a big following, like Angry Joe or Boogie, that submit their reviews that they already are used to submitting reviews based on what gets them clickbaits. They all give Microsoft games like they're half-ass games or they're not good enough. This entire generation, because that's what's has brought them views and clickbait. So you can't rely on something that's so broken like Metacritic. You know what I mean? It's not factual. Metacritic is just too divided for anybody to even consider trusting it. It's just like Rotten Tomatoes. So don't bring that up. That's number one because that's a stupid comparison. You know. And then the other thing is just because they got bad scores through Metacritic doesn't mean they weren't new IPs. Because Rise was a new IP, as we all know. You know what I mean? Ori was a new IP. Sunset Overdrive, Record, Quantum Break. You know what I'm saying? Aratana, even Cuphead, all those games, Sea of Thieves, they were new IPs that Microsoft introduced. Even something like Local Cycle, Crimson Dragon, whether they were smaller games or not, they're still new IPs. The Metacritic should not warrant anything to have to just put them to the side and act like they don't exist. That's BS because Metacritic is not real. It's unreliable. It's garbage. You know what I mean? So to add to what you were saying, people need to stop saying that they didn't have IPs because to be honest, if you look back, the only real new IP that Sony had this generation was Horizon Zero Dawn, and now Days Gone, right? And Until Dawn and The Order, and what was the other one? Oh, and Bloodborne, which they paid to get done as a third party IP. So they had like five, maybe six games. Just and Microsoft had about nine. You know what I'm saying? Or 10. So
Right.
they made new IPs. It's just the PlayStation ones got praised because of the bias
Exactly.
and the preference, and the Microsoft ones got put on the side because you can't tell me Sunset Overdrive is garbage, or that Quantum Break is garbage, or that Rise is garbage because they're not.
You got a guy named Havoc Strawberry says Xbox has no games. That's what kills me.
Well,
I
he
don't
Oh,
said, yeah,
understand that.
okay. If they
Havoc
have no
ain't got no
games, then
Havoc ain't got no room.
how do they have those games in the libraries that they do in their Game Pass or when you
I
go out and
know.
buy them
My
if they
thing
have
is
no
this.
games?
My thing is I got over damn near 500 games, and I got about another 30 I ain't installed yet. Xbox ain't got no games.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox. So tell me that, and I play these games. I play as much
Hunter,
as
what,
I
they're
can.
trying to, what he's trying to talk about, what all
If
these fools try to talk about that they have no games, is trying to say we don't have exclusives when we
so
do.
That's
who bought
I
Nudie?
just mentioned the
Who
exclusives.
who the fuck?
exactly. It
Hang
don't.
on. Who the fuck bought Nudie Cooney? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck bought? You know what I'm saying? Dad Simulator. See, I was giving
Right,
them
right.
motherfuckers that
Yo,
tear gas
No,
yesterday.
Godzilla,
I'm not.
Godzilla.
Guys, not only Looney Cooney and them, but the thing that makes me laugh about the Havoc Strawberry do this. He just said Rise is trash. Rise had a dope storyline. Rise
Rise,
I,
was dope. Like this dude,
first of all,
and that was a launch title game. And at the time,
Rise has
the launch title game looked better than anything on PlayStation that dropped.
Rise has real
Crazy on
combat,
at launch.
has a real counter combat system that shits on God of War, and
Oh,
that's
and
a
it was
fact.
900p game, bro. And it did
Plus,
better
on
than
top of
everything when it launched.
plus
Play,
on top of that was a launch game, and on top of that has an actual unique in story. It's not a generic story that's bastardizing an existing story like God of War did with Norse mythology and with the Thor and the Loki shit. It's not making something that exists their own and twisting it around. It was a unique story. It had unique characters. It was a unique setting, and it had counter combat system that was phenomenal, especially if you played it on a harder difficulty level, because people swear that that game is just a quick time event shit when it's not. You're absolutely
no,
wrong. So if you
you
didn't
got to
play
learn how
it,
to counter it. You got to
the
learn how
fact
to
that you
counter
told
it.
me in garbage, I know you didn't play it, so it don't matter.
No, but I'm gonna put
exactly.
it this
This
way.
dude
I'm
just
an Xbox
fucking their
dude.
ass.
I slept on that game. You know what I'm saying? I slept
Hmm.
on it. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like, at the time when I got my Xbox, like I said,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know you got, no, I didn't know, no,
The Coliseum was dope.
yeah. And see, that was playing that. So when I
Yeah.
bought it, I ended up buying it. Me and my man Tax, I played more
Mhm.
Coliseum than I played the story. And so then I'm like, okay, I want to play the story, but I want to get a story sometime. So then one day I just said, you know what? Let me give this shit I ain't playing nothing else. I played
Right,
that game the whole damn night. And like you say,
right.
the story is off the chain.
And
Now,
it has a fucking co-op online multiplayer component on
now,
top of
I just want to answer this dude. Like, we
it. Hmm.
Havoc, you have to, look in the mirror and really ask yourself this. I understand sometimes in Rise you had the same IPs. You understand? A certain amount of IPs they look the same. I give it
The
that.
same thing on God
Other
of
than
War.
that, to me the combat was dope when you stabbing them, you cutting them up. But one
Yeah,
thing I
but
want to say to this dude, he's wilding. In God of War, you fighting the same troll over, homie.
yeah, yeah. The
Like
Valkyries,
stop
you
it.
fight the
That
same Valkyries that just look a
fighting
little bit
the same,
different, dressed
the
up
same
12
exactly,
times.
bro. Like, come on. I know
Same
God of War is
shit.
a great game.
Stop.
You
Stop
fighting
it.
the fucking same troll
Stop it.
over, son.
And that was a
Like,
game that
stop
was
it. You're
5 years
killing me.
later
Like,
in the
come on.
generation.
Exactly. Like, come on,
What are
bro.
you
That was
talking
your
about? You
greatness.
sound
The game
stupid.
is a good game. Don't get me wrong, but now I don't want to blow smoke up your ass too much. Like your dudes be taking God of War and blowing it out the water.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
game. Don't
Plus,
get me wrong.
nobody cared
I will
about God
not
of War
hate on
until they changed it
it.
because
Yes,
that's all they had.
Y'all ask me this
Please.
question. Y'all ask me this question. Who the fuck is playing God of War? Nobody. Who playing God of War right now? Nobody.
Oh,
Who
whoever
playing
hasn't played
Horizon Zero Dawn
it goes
right
like
now?
this. Who's
Nobody.
playing God of War? Nobody.
Nobody.
Who's playing Uncharted 4? Nobody.
it.
Who-
Well, ask this. Who's playing Sea of Thieves right now? Everybody, because
Everybody.
they just put a
Who
Who's
playing
campaign.
playing
State of
State of
Decay?
Decay? Everybody.
Just
A
added
lot of
a
people.
campaign to that
Who
shit.
playing Halo 5? Everybody. Who playing
Who's
Everybody.
playing
motherfucking Master
Gears?
Chief Collection?
Who,
Everybody.
who's playing
Who
Gears?
playing Gears of
A lot
War?
of people.
Everybody.
A lot of people still playing Gears.
Yeah, man.
How many games? How many games that Xbox put out that's 4K, data 4K, and they run at 60 frames per second? How many times Sony got? How many games they got? Zero.
They didn't even have 1080p 60 unless it was baseball on the vanilla.
Yo,
Please. All sports games run that way.
yo, I ain't even gonna lie. Iron Wolf used to shit on him, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. He put a video up. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. he, Wolf had a video going up, man. He was like 1080p, 30 frames per second. 1080p, 30 frames per second. 1080p.
They
Where's the
didn't
60
even.
frames, motherfucker? Like that shit had me dying, bro. Like, in
Yeah.
all reality, bro, like I'm gonna be honest, like they got their greatness late. But now, ask him this: what new IPs you got coming out? Havoc, please, because Microsoft bought studios and
Havoc,
we know we got
Havoc,
games on the
Havoc,
way. But
Havoc,
what games do Sony got?
Havoc, Havoc ain't even a pony. I think
What?
Havoc is a Nintendo dude. I know all these people.
Oh man. Oh, he a Nintendo dude?
I think he a Nintendo dude.
Ah man. Listen, they in the next generation on us, bro. Like me, PlayStation 5 and play Xbox 2 is the haven't even hit yet. They're already ahead of us. They're a generation ahead of us. Like, of course that's gonna sell. You understand? Like, come on, bro. Nintendo's gonna always
Hmm.
sell because of that. Like, it's up ahead. It's not going neck to neck, like going at each other. Like when they launch and they come out always midterm, so they're gonna get all that guap because everybody wants a new console anyway. Like, stop the bullshit.
Right, right,
Are they
right.
are they enjoying are they enjoying a lot of games like Red Dead Redemption? Are they enjoying certain third party games that's coming out? There's a lot of third party games that they ain't got.
Well, the worst part about it is that they'll say something's bad, right? But they didn't even play the game. They'll just say it's bad because everybody else is saying it's bad. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
We say something's bad. We'll explain why. We'll give you the example, make a video, show it to you because we actually played the games, right?
yo,
And they still say we're frauds. That's the shit that
yo,
makes me
but
laugh.
the thing with me is this. I like Zaire says that, but I also grew up with Nintendo. I grew up with Genesis, but he's mentioning Nintendo games like Luigi's Mansion and Super Mario. Bruh, I'm sick of Mario. It's like the 50th, 80th Mario fucking game. Like, seriously, if I
Well,
had a chance, I don't want to look at something that goes do 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 do. Woo,
right.
no, I don't
Well,
like
they
that.
can't
That's
fuck
not
it
my
up. They
like.
can't
I
fuck it
don't
up.
like that no more. Like, my wife might like that, but I don't like those type
Hmm.
of games no more. Like with Mario and all that. Like, I'm
Right,
not
right.
into that type of games no more. Like, that was when I was
But
a
the thing
child.
is
I'm a
what is it
grown man
doing? What is
now.
it doing? Ghost. The thing is, what is it doing new? It's not doing anything new. That thing about consuming
Exactly.
characters and turning to something else that was done in other games before. It's just done now in the Mario world. It's always the same feel and the same style for the Mario game. Same thing with Zelda. This time they went open world. A lot of people weren't happy with it because the world is dead. They didn't feel as immersive to them or as alive. You know, a lot of people liked it, but they complained about it too
I mean,
because it's the same exact thing. It's not like it's something that's been around recent and they're just doing more of them because still Uncharted, that's still fairly new. Halo, that's still fairly new. You know, things like obviously like God of War, that's still fairly new because it's been within the last 2 to 3 generations. Mario's going back to the
oh,
arcade era in the 80s.
I'm a
You
grown
know,
ass
when you had
man. I
Super
was playing
Mario
that when I
Brothers,
was a
the
kid.
arcade game. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And to have people riding around in cars or whatever talking about this Nintendo shit I seen before, probably talking about us before that I never really talked about because I never paid no mind. I wouldn't even take nobody serious like that, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about no Nintendo shit. Like, I'm not
Games,
that's the console thing, but that's not my cup of tea. Like
right, right, right.
Smash Bros and all that. Yeah, that's cool. I used to watch my little cousins play that when I used to get high. I don't do that no more. Like getting high, smoking weed and all that. I'm chill out. I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah, it's
Like,
funny because they talk
like
about they want more new experiences, right?
bro,
And I
like
didn't mean to cut you off, Ghost.
no,
They
no,
talk
no.
about, oh, we need new experiences, but yet all they ever tell is the same fucking games over and over again.
Over Mario. What? Play the new
It
Zelda.
don't make
Okay.
no sense.
Does he talk? Like, does he talk, bro? The new Zelda
What, in
is
the
he
new
talking
game?
now? Is he still kicking the flow? Like, come
No,
on,
he
bro.
wasn't talking in
Get
the
with
new
the
game.
time change, man. Get with the time, man. I like video games that I can hear the
They
character
finally
speaking.
they finally let Zelda talk out of all these years.
About time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't
trying.
And
get mad and think about it with whole Nintendo strong. It's the grown ass adults, not the kids. I didn't live doing a live podcast by myself. Son walk in, you want to switch? I don't want that shit. I'm like, what you just say?
right,
How
right.
how is it a good game?
But it's nothing to
Please, sir.
play.
No. Meaning, he says Macho game is too manly for good games. What is there in that Nintendo lineup that's a good game? Please, I
No,
got
I
certain.
mean, we're not saying it's not a
Hold on,
good
I'm
look,
reading.
game. We're
No,
just
no, the
saying
guy is
it's
saying that.
the
it
same
ain't.
old shit.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
read
it's
this. I'm
nothing.
gonna
Like I
read
own a
the games
Switch,
I got. Check this
but the
shit out.
Switch is a handle. That's a
Yeah.
handheld.
All right.
That's
I got
not.
a
That's
hand.
not a
I
console.
got
That is a
Zelda,
handheld.
Zelda the Breath of the Wild. I'm slamming it. You can hear it. Look, Zelda the Breath of the Wild. I got Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Shit is garbage. Let me see. I got Super Mario Party. Yay, that shit is garbage. I got Donkey Kong Country. That's alright. But other than that, bro, like what?
The Donkey Kong
Hold
Country
on.
is a game that
Hang
was
on.
on the
Game.
Wii. It was
I'm
a
sorry.
port of the Wii. It's not even a
Yeah.
new game.
My wife's mad. My wife's mad at me right now because I'm grabbing a Nintendo right now. Hold on. We got Mario. Look how many Marios. Mario.
Mario Party, Mario Paper,
Battle.
Mario
Yeah.
Amsterdam,
No, no, no. Another
Mario and
Mario.
Sonic,
Super
Mario
Mario
Olympics.
Odyssey. Like, come on, bro. That's Super Mario Odyssey. No, that's another one. Then I got Tiny Barbarians, bro. You really serious? I'm reading these Nintendo games, bro. Them shits is garbage. What else? Splatoon. Woo! Shooting paint at each other. Wow. You know what I mean? Let me see. Captain Toad, Trudge's Tracker. This shit is garbage, bro.
No,
Seriously,
Captain Toad
the textures in
was
these
all,
games is
Captain
garbage.
Toad was
I want
also a port from the Wii. Ghost.
Let me say something. Babe, put these back for me, please. Well, I'm gonna put them back when my wife told me to put them back. But anyway, listen,
Yeah,
I'm not talking. I'm not a fraud. I got these games. I tried them out. The shits bore me. I'd rather play PlayStation, homie. That's my second preferred console. I'm sorry, Nintendo. I support it, but I'm not really for Nintendo until they get adult wise, and so they get the games that's kind of like God of War, like Last of Us. So they
they're
get
not gonna
games
do
like
that
that.
because
Then you
that's not
go.
their. But see,
Other
that's
than
not
that,
their kink. That's not their
Well,
chunk.
they have
That's not their niche. See, they niche is the
right now,
Mario's because they know people
pero,
gonna run out. They know you gonna go
pero
buy it. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Your wife gonna want. They
Ghost.
know we grew up as kids. You know what I'm saying? They're all right at having a low res Mortal Kombat 11 on that shit,
But yeah, right.
and it
Because that's
plays
what we
exactly,
got.
horrible as fuck
exactly.
online.
But Ghost
Oh,
and Ghost and 100, look, Ghost and 100, look, they have adult games. They had Devil's Third and they have Bayonetta 2, which are both very
and
good
then
games.
fire.
Okay?
I ain't gonna lie.
And they didn't fucking buy them. They didn't buy them. They reported Bayonetta 2 to the fucking Switch with Bayonetta 1, and that shit sold like 89,000 copies. Meanwhile, Zelda Breath of the Wild sold 12 million. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yo,
All they
Zelda
do is
Breath of
buy
the Wild
the
is a good
same
game.
exact old games that they have for 35, almost 40 fucking years, but they want to point their fingers that Microsoft just makes Halo, Gears, and Forza when those games are only 10 years old.
Yes, and they
You
look
see what I'm
better.
saying?
Ain't nothing changed with
And it's a
Zelda and all that
continuing
stuff. The
story.
series,
Those games are saga. Like Hundred
it's
says,
good.
Halo's a saga.
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
You know what I'm saying? Gears is a continuing story. It's two trilogies right now with Gears. We just started the second trilogy, but it's a continuous story. Different characters with new characters in the world and different things that you do. It's not the same exact premise. Mario got to save the princess. Mario got to save the princess. Mario got to save the princess. Or
Oh, how many times
Link
Bowser's gonna steal it, nigga? How
or
many
Link got
times?
to or Link got to save Zelda. Link got to save Zelda. It's the same exact shit for 40 years almost that Nintendo's going on because or 35 whatever. It's the same fucking games. They don't even upgrade the graphics that much. It's just depending on the hardware that they have at the time. So why are you talking shit if those games are the same shit? Oh, they're good games. Okay. Same thing with Halo, Gears, and Forza, whatever. There may be the same games in the last 10 years or so, but they're all good games every time they bring out a new one because it's a brand new story with new characters and different mechanics. They evolve. They actually add different things that are unique and different every time. It's not the same fucking story. Oh yeah, we got to kill the locust to kill the queen in every fucking part that you play in every Gears. And there's only 4 Gears of Wars, and there's only 5 Halos, and then the region and ODS, which is side stories.
How many
You know what I'm
Mario's you
saying?
got? That's what I'm trying to say. Like when this
That's
guy, that's why
Mario.
I laugh. Like he must be a kid, or he must be a grown man with his underwears up his ass, and in the
What?
house like
Gotta
bugging
be a
out,
grown man.
sipping on a 40 or something. There's
Be a
actual
grown man
hype
trying to
Nintendo. Like
argue and
stop it, bro.
defend
Like
baby shit. It's sad. That's crazy.
I don't mean to say it like that, but it's kind of crazy that you got these. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo's Nintendo, bro. But I'm not a Nintendo guy, so
Right.
Mario and all that doesn't appeal to me no more. Like the greatest Mario game to me was Super Mario. I liked the part one, and after that, bro, I was done. All that did in boop, 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 boop.
And
I'm not
again,
into
that's
that no
that's
more, bro.
fine. We're not saying they're bad games either,
I'm not
Ghost
saying
Call.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm
the
saying
same
Mario,
fucking shit. It's the same shit. And
whatever
they're
you.
touting it. Meanwhile, they're talking shit that Halo is old and Gears is old when it's not even nowhere near what Mario is. And the formula for all their sequels are always different. They're different stories with different characters that continue the sagas. It's not the same fucking story, just with different worlds. Because Mario don't really have a story. He don't really have a story. You know what I mean? So how
Yeah.
the fuck you making that comparison and
His
not
story is a
realizing that
dream.
you sound stupid?
His story is a dream.
You know?
He dreaming. He saw Peach one time walking down the street, and he dreamed about her. That he in this different world with all these mushroom kingdoms and all this other
If
shit.
he don't know that Bowser's hitting that, he must be bugging.
Bowser got kids. How
Mhm.
Mario ain't got kids?
She took it out. It was her.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
well, I
So
mean, did you guys talk about the EA coming
yeah, you
PS4
can talk
finally?
about it. You can talk before I get up because I'm about to get up in about like 10 minutes. I gotta get ready. It's
Okay.
late. I gotta. Uh, no, I said we talked about it. You know, remember Sony said it was a bad thing. You know,
Hmm.
they didn't need it, but now they're jumping up for them. But this is what shots. Like I said, my man Dirt, he had put in the thing. They're not getting the backwards compatibility games.
Right, right, right.
So
Well, I mean, they're limited still because of the obviously the way it's structured in their console. But see, here's the thing: it's good that they're finally getting it, but people are doing what they always do. They're giving it a pass, like, "Oh yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, yeah, it's fantastic. They care about us." When before they didn't care. They really didn't give two shits. That's number one. They didn't care, and then not only that, before you know, everybody's like, we don't need it. Like Hunter said, well, we don't need it. That's not good. That's corny. Who cares about early access? Who cares about the demos? Who cares about betas? We don't need that shit. Now they have it finally. Now let's see if they gonna beat to a different drum. No, do a beat to different drum.
they gonna cry. Why we don't
Right.
got the backwards? Why we ain't got the dead spaces? Because
Why
y'all
we
don't support
why we
backwards
can't play fighting the
compatibility.
back compat?
Yeah. Just
Right,
like I
right,
said, the piece, the motherfucking PC streamers. They can't say nothing because they got games we don't have because they got Origin. They don't even call it EA Access. It's EA Origin.
right, right.
So let's keep it real. So my thing is, it's like yeah, it's I hope EA hit him over the head. Hit him with that 30 a year.
Right,
And then you ain't
right.
getting your bang for your buck. You gonna get your bang for your buck. And like I said, I saw a YouTuber. I forgot. I saw somebody on
Yo,
Twitter put the day was like, you get something.
honey, one thing I want to
Uh
tell
huh.
you here. All right, the Mario games, I know a lot of people do. A lot of people might like it on Nintendo. But like I said, I like the adult games. Like I'm gonna just bring up something in Rise Son of Rome. The story, the story mode, basically the story and Son of Rome was so fire that not only are you going after Caesar, you going after his sons, how the betrayal happened to your family, how you see the wild woman and her father and them get slayed, betrayed by Caesar and them backstabbing them, starting a big war, and how the gods played a trick in the game on you all along. It was a game to them. When you dying and you see the goddess and the guy
Yeah.
walking off, that was a game between gods. They was playing with the human. When you really look at it, like how they was playing a trick on a human, like you know what I mean. She was doing
It was a
things
game that the two gods were playing with
exactly,
humans each other, but you don't find that out until later in the game,
human
obviously.
exactly. And when you
But it was
die,
different.
you know what's epic about it? When you fighting and what's dope about this is your character's not living. So when you walk and they stabbing you, you blocking, but you getting stabbed. So you walking to kill this man and catch that fat little butter ball of a Caesar. And when you getting stabbed up, because when you missed your
Hmm.
blocks, they stab you, bro. And you bleeding, you dying. That's what's unique about this game. Like you going through seeing your mother die, your sister die, you know what I mean, your father, all you going through seeing all of this, but the game is trash?
Yeah,
Like, come
because
on,
they
bullshit, bro.
want
Like,
they want adult content games as long as they're on PlayStation 4. When they're on Xbox, they're whack.
oh, but that you know what's crazy? Those were games that they petitioned for. This is what kills me. This is what kills me.
Mm,
That goes on with these PlayStation fanboys and this crowd's bullshit. They fanboy for that shit. They did ask for those games on their console. So the game
right.
is whack. It's only when it's on Xbox. But when it comes to PlayStation, the game is dope.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I don't like.
See, think about it. They want to play the games on Xbox, but they don't want to play it on Xbox.
Yeah. What's up? What's
Hey,
the Ray?
What up? What up?
What's going on,
What
bro?
up? What you mean?
what's up, Rain? How are you, puppy?
All right.
Like if like I ain't gonna lie, bring it when you go to the multiplayer too on Rise Son of Rome. When you play in that Coliseum, that is fire, man. Like it's dope. But how can you bet? See, you can only know that if these PlayStation dudes really played and they did invest in buying an Xbox. Because a lot of us here in this panel got a PlayStation. they don't buy Xbox consoles. They only stick with PlayStation, but say Xbox is trash. You understand me? Like you never played the game.
Right. Right. Well, it's like Quantum Break. They had a story about quantum physics, and the whole thing was dope as shit, doing shit in the game you never seen before, and it's mad violent. And then they try to do an homage to the old school Sega CD shits with the real life people video, and they try to make fun of it. It was only an hour, what, an hour and 20 minutes. Meanwhile, you got fucking games like Days Gone right now, for example. That shit got like 7 hours of story of cheeky cutscenes. It's almost as long as Metal Gear Solid. Like that's not a fucking. It's more movie and storytelling than anything else.
Yes. Like, but
You know what
these
I mean?
PlayStation fools,
Your days
like,
will be really
and
gone.
yeah, your days are really
Mhm.
gone. It is true. Like that Days Gone game is not the same game that they showed in the beginning. But the media ain't gonna talk about that. They ain't
No,
gonna bash it.
all
But if
it does
that
is
was an
force you.
Xbox game, my nigga, that would have got crucified. That would have been on the cross.
Well,
The
look at
opponents right now
Crackdown, how they
all over
try to
Twitter,
crucify.
they would have been bad. Look, what? Any
Look at how
Xbox
Crack,
got crucified, bro. That's the
look
only
at how
thing I think got
Crackdown
away
got
from.
crucified. And
Know what's
Crackdown is way
know
more
what's
fun than Days Gone. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
know what's funny about that is the thing of the fact that Rise Son of Rome and Quantum Break got bashed literally for nothing over
Yeah,
resolution, just resolution alone, and that's it.
that's right.
Both of those
That's
games
right.
were flawless in my opinion.
Just for
Days
fucking
Gone,
resolution.
Days Gone has so many issues with that game, but you know it didn't get bashed as bad as Rise and Quantum Break, and that's hypocrisy.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, but I tell you this, a lot of Xbox dudes ain't gonna admit to that, man. They ain't gonna talk about that. They gonna just leave it alone, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like they'll what I don't like, and I started noticing is when you bash on Microsoft, you get more clicks, get more views. But when you just speak the truth and speak your honest opinion, and you saying the truth on what you see the biasism in it, you're a liar. You don't know what you're
You're
talking
fraud.
about.
You're a
You're a
corporate
fraud.
slave.
You're a corporate slave. You this and that. But if you like what they like, you dope. You good. You
It's
understand?
different. It's
That's
different. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. You
That's why I
gotta
don't
like what they
understand.
like. If not, you're a corporate slave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When that's the whole epitome of a corporate slave, that you have to follow what everybody else. That's what we call sheep. That's why we call them sheep. Because only a herd of sheep feeds following. That's the mentality of a corporate slave. Yet we're defending what's not popular because we're defending it based on our own opinions and thoughts and what we feel is right, what we are experiencing, right? And what we're enjoying. And we're telling you why. We're not making it up. We're telling you in
Exactly.
detail, logistically in detail, everything. What we like about it, what we did it, what the story offered, what it didn't, what we did like, what we did. We're breaking it down, but yeah, we're fraudulent. We're fake. We're not saying the truth. When we're telling you why we liked it, but then you ask them, "Oh, well, why you don't like the game?" Oh, because it's trash. Metacritic gave that shit a 5. Like, come on now, Metacritic. Come on now.
Man,
No,
also,
Yo,
no
Rain.
no,
Yo,
game
Rain.
no,
worries about reviews.
Yo, Rain. This dude Havoc must be delusional. He says he says this. Playing a Mario game for the story. What story, bro? You just playing the game.
Exactly,
You
and
just playing Mario going through the levels. There is no story.
it's been the
The
same
stories are going
story
to the
since day one.
stars.
It's been the same story since day one. This exact same story. Only thing that's changed like different levels and the visuals and stuff like that. But it's the same thing. Cooper gets princess every game. That's all you doing.
Well, and the new one
okay.
is he has to save the princess before the hat, right? That consumes her will change her mind about being married to him or something like that, and then she'll stay with Koopa. That's what it's. But it's basically you gotta save her before the hack consumes her or something
Well,
like that.
well,
Something like
I
that.
don't like I said. I didn't like I said. I got the Switch and I got Breath of the Wild. I'm still going through Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild can get a little slow at
Yes.
times.
Mhm.
Uh,
But it's a
like I
cool
said,
game.
my son said he didn't want it. He didn't want it. He said like my first one I got. I hope the old lady ain't listen to this, but he came and jacked me for it. He just popped up and like, oh, you got it, and he came through and jacked me for it. I gave it to him. I said, I'll buy me another one.
Rank
But I
yourself,
asked,
fool.
yeah, so I asked him. So I'm asking like, what you playing on? And he playing. Just playing regular games. Like it's like because sometimes where he lives an hour away from me. I live in I live in down here. I live in LA. He stay an hour away. That drive can be long. That is something he can go play. He can hook his phone up and go play online. I got Paladins on there and stuff like that. And he was like, "Man, you can keep that Xenoblade. I ain't playing that shit." I'm like, "I bought that." And Xenoblade, I paid Thing about Nintendo games do not go down. I paid
Yeah,
sixty
yeah,
dollars for Xenoblade.
yeah. Because the people buy it, dude. It could be
Yeah,
just a port, and they'll still go buy it. Look at that. That
yeah.
Smash Brothers. They added a bunch of characters, but they took out the story mode.
And
And
now that
motherfuckers still went and bought it. That shit
now
sold like 12 million.
that
Just
I
like
ain't
I'm
gonna
Mario
lie.
telling
Kart
you,
go hard though. That
Nintendo
Mario
got
yeah,
Kart be
cheap,
going
boy.
hard.
the,
yeah.
They got
Nin-
that
the
shit.
Nintendo
Mm.
fans are fuck. They like, bro. That's like the Illuminati, bro. They don't buy it no matter what. That's a
Yo,
cult over there, dude.
it could be a nice turd with a gun, nigga. They gonna buy that.
Dude, they'll pay 60 for the Wii, they'll pay 60 for the Switch, and if the next console it's a different port because it has new costumes, they'll buy it again for $60. They don't care.
Yeah.
They do not care. That's why they keep getting treated the way they get
Well, I
treated.
call that shit
Because
the port
people
box
support
now,
that shit.
because that's all they getting is ports. So that, like I say,
That's all they're getting.
they getting ports. Like I said, I really don't say too much on the intro on Twitter and shit, unless sometimes I'm be bored at when I had to go to the office and I just had to be super bored. And I'm like, no, you acting like we don't play these games. You an old ass game. I got a first one called an old ass game because my first console was Atari 2600. It ain't my fault that you was born in the motherfucking 2000s. You was born in the
Right.
90s. I didn't ask
Exactly.
this for this shit.
Yo,
I just
What's
got
that
to put
game?
on them.
I
You
grew
enjoy
up sneaking into the living room and playing my father and uncle's Atari. When I used to spend the night in my cousin's crib. And sneaking
Yeah.
getting in trouble.
But
You know?
you can't tell me I don't know about the world of gaming, but that's all I've been doing.
Right.
I actually think it a lot of people didn't want to admit. I think a lot of me playing video games not me gotten taken out in these motherfucking streets. When I was out
Mm-hmm.
there with that
Yeah.
light, because we will sit there and play Madden all night. I lose
Yeah.
a lot of money. I might lose a paycheck sometimes, and I might take two paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about
But you
having
can't
fun.
say Rain ain't no gamer. You can't say Ebi. You can't say none of the other people ain't no gamer. But when we sit here, we giving you factual evidence of what we done, and we say this is not cool. And it's not like I said. I was the day that Sega decided I was down with Sega for man. You couldn't. This how these Nintendo dudes was. That's how I was with Sega.
Yes, sir.
Sega could do no wrong. I had a Saturn. I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
die for my Saturn. I got caught in the enemy
Yes,
mule.
sir.
I had it in my backpack. This other dude that was because giving me a pass. We was going to make a Madden tournament.
Yes,
And dude was
sir.
like, "Where you from?" And I couldn't tell him where I was from. But I said, "You can't
Yep.
have what's in this backpack." I said, "You can't have because that damn thing was expensive.
Yeah.
Even though my parents would have told me give it up."
You know what's
And
wrong
me
with
as a
this
man,
right
like
here?
I told him we
Neo
could catch a
Geo.
fade for it. Yeah, I said catch a
Neo
fade
Geo
for it.
expensive too.
Yeah, I said I'll catch a fade for it. Let's catch a fade. We catch a fade for it. But I'm still gonna go home with my bag. Can't have it. And I don't know because the way it was shaped. Like no, I ain't got no bricks, no nothing. I don't know what you got. And I'm saying lucky that one of their victims came. I was like, no, he's solid. He good, man. That's the dude I was telling you be kicking ass and Madden.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And fucked around and took $40 for him that night. But I had to wait till the sun come up. Like man, I ain't going home. But that's how much we was with. I was with that. I was like that. I was with Sega to the end when the Dreamcast
Right, man.
got
Yeah.
discontinued. I'm like,
Shit.
man, fuck this shit, man. I'm still with
We
that.
were the
That's
ones
what.
buying. We were the ones buying the fucking Dreamcast, while the other dudes were like that were on PlayStation. One. Oh no, I'm waiting for PlayStation 2. It's gonna have a DVD player. Fuck that.
That's why
Like,
they sold, man,
fuck
a
out of
lot.
here with that bullshit. That console came out. That shit had the gayest lineup when it released. That shit had a fucking game about fireworks. It was called 50 shit. Gay ass shit. Fuck out the bouncer. That shit was corny as hell too. And it had ridge racing with like one level. That shit was ass. That shit was dog shit.
Remember that shit?
Only thing,
Ridge Racer, 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 Racer.
Uh,
the game
Yeah.
that really,
but I,
that really,
I ain't
the
gonna
game
lie.
that
I was
really
a
pushed.
PlayStation guy too. That's what these ponies don't understand, man.
I was never a PlayStation guy.
I,
For
I,
one, I
I had
had a
PlayStation.
PlayStation. I had a PlayStation because
Yeah,
when I played
me
Metal
neither.
Gear for the first time, I fell in love
Right.
with. I fell in love with that series. I fell in
Yeah,
love
yeah.
with certain
That
games.
wasn't PlayStation's game. That was
Uh,
Game like
uh,
Konami that made that shit.
yeah. But I fell in love with them type. I only can play it on PlayStation. What was that other fighting game? I can't think of it. It was a fighting game, but I only can play it on PlayStation because I like
Right,
fighters. So I was
right,
sitting here like, okay, that's what I'm invested in. But I'm only playing that for a minute.
right,
I'm back on something else. We
right,
only play. I never bought a Madden on PlayStation.
right.
I
Well,
knew
to
what I
be
was gonna
honest,
play on the
man,
other.
I'll be honest. I'm like you. I was a big Sega. Was it? That's it. Sega was the
I had
best.
Sega too. Yeah.
So my problem was when Sega transitioned to to the making software only after the Dreamcast. What Sega did to give everybody love is they gave PlayStation a bunch of exclusives, Xbox a bunch of exclusives, and I think even Nintendo. And so I had no choice. I was basically following Sega or Sega games on PlayStation. That's why I bought it because I got PS2 because I had Blood Hotel there. I had Vampire Knights. Games that I knew I couldn't play. Even like on the Wii, I had Ghost Squad, Let's Go Jungle, LA Machine Gun. All those games that never came out to Xbox. I had the consoles for that. I followed Sega's games, and that's how I bought them. But then I used that to my advantage because then I'd be like, well, let me buy these PlayStation games when I see them used and see what they're about and to see if they really all that or if people are really hyping them up and they bullshit. And that's exactly what I've done. And that's how I'm able to prove them wrong because they be hyping shit and I be showing them that shit ain't real. You lie. That's not how the game is. And that's why they get mad. You know what I mean? I use it to my advantage.
I had Dreamcast too.
Yeah,
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast is truth,
Yeah.
bro. I still have mines.
Dreamcast is dope.
Still have
Yeah,
mines.
the only thing I was mad that I never had got was the Nomad. Now, I might think about go find me a Nomad just to have. I had the Game Gear. I remember driving because
Yeah,
my
the
parents.
nomad.
I got shipped out. You know what I'm saying during the summer. 'Cause I was a badass ass. I was a badass kid. You know what I'm saying? I was out here in these streets. Like I was a grown up. My pops used to be so scared. He shipped me to Louisiana into the country. I
Mm-mm-mm.
think I get. I think I get what I had the summertime. I get 3 weeks out here. Soon later, I either get on a flight or somebody driving my ass. So I'm like, man. So I got a Game Gear. I played that
Right.
game, and you know what? You driving from California to Louisiana? That's a two nonstop. That's a day and a half. That's like damn near 2 hour, 2 day drive. I played the shit out of that damn thing. Like I said, I fell in love with columns. I had the Terminator joint, that the arcade that you was playing in the arcade. But only
Right.
thing about it, that shit drained batteries, and I just couldn't
Yeah,
wait. I was
yeah,
like,
the nomad. Yeah, because the
yeah,
nomad is
no, not the
basically
Nomad, no, no,
portable
no, the
Genesis.
what you call it, the no, Game Gear, the Game
Oh,
Gear.
the Game
Only
Gear.
thing I didn't
Yes,
get,
yes.
yeah, I didn't get the
It was
Nomad.
early
See, the
feedback, man.
Nomad, you got to play regular Sega games on that motherfucker. You didn't need the
Yeah, the nomad was a
Xbox.
portable Genesis. It was a portable
Yeah.
Genesis.
So that's why I think about picking me up a Nomad. You know what I'm saying, and show these people I was with this life. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I was with it. I've been playing games for so long. Sometimes my old lady acts like that's all you do is play the games. I'm like, it's keeping me safe, and I'm just laying down the pipe. You should be satisfied. Ain't out in the streets trying to be getting your ass replaced.
Right, right.
Yo, guys,
Well, I mean,
I'm about to step out.
all
Yeah,
right.
man, I'm about to get out of here too, man,
Yeah.
because I got to get ready. I got to go hit the office tomorrow, fortunately,
11:14,
man.
and I got to get up at 4. I'm trying to get
Oh,
some out.
All
shit.
right.
Definitely, yo.
Hey, nobody could argue with that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, but I had a
yeah.
blast, honey. We need to do this. We need to get this.
Yeah, like I just do it. Yeah, like I say, if you want to do something, just hit me up. Just hit me. Just throw it up. Like I say, I saw somebody. I be at the office. Be fucking with my hours now. They liking nigga too much, man. They be
Yeah.
messing with me, and I didn't go to work on Monday. I was sick, and they was like, "Oh no, we can use you another day since you didn't come in on Monday. You want them hours?" I'm like, "I really do, and I don't want to go." So like I said, I'm gonna sit back and relax, drink on me a little vodka before I gotta go to sleep.
Yep.
Y'all go check out both of these Ghost channel, Ghost with the most. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Thank
Y'all
you.
gotta go check out his channel. Go check out he buy their stuff every damn day. He do more shit than I do. I be trying to do stuff from the office, but I can't be hunted sometimes at the office. Even though the rooms are soundproof. The office is
Right,
soundproof. I still don't feel right because I ain't in my element. So that's what in my
right.
element. I don't feel like I
Not the
gotta. That's
same
why
thing.
I
Yeah.
calm the words down. Instead of saying fuck, I say crap. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can say fuck, they ain't gonna get bothered. They ain't gonna bother them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that side of me, so that's why I'm trying to keep that hidden. A
Mm.
couple of people at the job only know about about that. So what I do right now. So man, we about to roll out, man. Go check out their channels. I'll put it in the link in the description below when I get in the office tomorrow.
Definitely.
You guys enjoy everybody's night. You know what I'm saying? Go game. If you ain't gaming, you know what I'm saying? Like what my man can't make it say, you better go do some pants off, dance off, or jack off, one of them two, and leave us alone.
Definitely.
Mm.
And for
And
your
we
ponies
out.
out there, man, hold that L, man. Platinum Games, shout out to them for keeping it real. God bless you, man. Go to the post.